try again.
All right.
Thanks. All right, well, hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Loot, Die, Repeat, where a bunch of us festive holiday folks are getting together and we're rolling some dice. We're doing some laughing at each other and some collaborative storytelling known as Dungeons & Dragons. And we're thankful for you to be here with us on this special holiday episode, as I am wearing the exact same sweater I wore last year because Star Wars and Christmas time is just perfect confluence of goodness, you know? So if you would like to watch any of those past episodes, you can go on YouTube, and they are all up there, all 57 episodes, and we certainly would appreciate if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, perhaps even share some of the videos, you know, all the likes and things like that. Of course, if you're watching here live on Twitch, thank you very much. We appreciate you being here. Be active in the chat. We want to talk with you. We want to hear what you have to say, what you think is dumb, what you think is funny, etc., etc. Participate with us. We all have our computers out, and it's always a good time. If you would consider following us, we would love that, and even maybe subscribing, which would be stupendous. You can also participate through the cheering of bits. For 100 bits, you can give advantage to any of the players at the table here. For 500 bits or a subscription, you can give disadvantage to the Dungeon Master, that is moi. And for 1,000 bits, you can purchase a minor healing potion, which will materialize in the world for them to find. I'm not sure if we have the chat bot on tonight in the commands. If it is, if you type in ! commands, that will give some things that you can look at. Unfortunately, we are going to be without our monk and our bard. Our bard was planning on being here, but then became sick, and so he is getting better at home. So Matthew and Molly, we miss you as always, and I hope you can get back soon.
Yeah, it's not like the fate of the world depends on the person.
No, they're yeah. You don't need your healer at all for this episode.
Humbug.
All right. Well, with all of that gone, and without our bard, we don't have our theme song. So we are just going to jump right into our episode, and we begin with a little recap to catch you up, so you know what is going on. And so our adventurers, the Revengers, as they have taken to calling themselves, have followed the path of the high road north around the Mare of Dead Men after having completed their quests therein, and come upon the ruins of the town of Lylon. And as they camped for the night and awoke in the morning, they were asked by a wizard named Gallio to assist in retaking an old wizard's tower, the House of Thalavar, so that he may conduct studies on the interplanar beacon that is said to have been housed there for many centuries. Taking the charge of Gallio and accompanying him into the tower, the party swept through and took out the goblins which had taken residence there, and they were able to set the beacon back into place, connecting it and reactivating it from its discombobulated and disconnected setting that it was on. So traveling for a brief moment of time to the realm of Asheron, the home of many goblinoids, they were able to defeat the commanders that had been trapped by the beacon, set it right again, and return to the House of Thalavar. And there they have come to trust, perhaps, maybe not, at the very worst, befriend a beholder named Nazruk, who seemed to have been the assistant to Thalavar, who has seemingly gone missing and has been amiss for 200 or so years. And so now, as they have returned from fixing the beacon and assisting Gal in clearing the tower, they stand before Nazruk, the Beholder, or something of the Beholder family, and they are poised to continue on their adventure to the north. And so it is at this moment that we will pick up tonight's adventure. And so, Revengers, what do you wish to do?
We just got back through the portal, right?
Boom. Just
Boom.
teleported in. You are
Breathe.
here.
I just want to breathe.
Yep. Take a moment.
Good job, Omri.
You see the an eye beast with 6 eye stalks coming out of its head, smiling at you. If it had shoulders, it would be kind of hunching them in a gleeful expression. Galio Elebro, the wizard who you accompanied, is now visible, and himself is smiling widely as he rushes over to the tablet with all of the runes on them, which is now glowing a consistent golden yellow with bits of green that are kind of splaying through the runes, having seemingly calibrated this device, which is used to attract, trap, and somehow evaluate the specimens of the plains. Your party is there.
Does it look like the one that was in our basement?
It looks akin to the one in your basement, but something much different. The one in your basement was a whole nother plane, a whole nother dimension that you entered into, a pocket dimension. This one is in the Wizard's Tower, which you look out and you see windows to the world around you. You are in the prime material plane, but it seems that this tablet, this device of arcane and scientific design, somehow reaches into the plane that it is focusing on and interacts there directly. So it's similar but different.
So you just see Yanni over in a corner trying to put this armor on, but it doesn't even get over his head, and I go, "Oh, well, I picked this up down here. It's got some weird markings on it. You guys, see if the goblin dude can make anything out of this."
I understand you.
And so, Yanni, you hand over the suit of armor, which has fancy engraving on it and has the mark of Maglubiet on the pauldrons.
Ooh.
That guy a jerk.
We're moving our
We're off.
our sound. It's dead? Really? Well, that's fun.
Fleet.
Wonder how that happened.
Well,
That's what's causing all that mic's causing all the feedback. That we heard
Okay.
last week.
so we'll just have to
Speak
fix
loudly.
that guy. So,
sorry.
yeah.
Technical. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
And we're back.
Fixing the technicals. We'll just focus here.
hell was that?
Focus here.
One-eyed monster?
You were successful in reconfiguring the beacon. Well done. Yes. Well done. Indeed. Did you find Thalavar? Was he in Asheron?
No.
No.
We were in this little bubble that generated some downward force whenever we stepped off a platform.
Yes, it's the beacon is meant to capture and to separate and to subdue so that we can study the specimens that we focused on. For science, of course.
What
yes.
are you studying?
Creatures of Thalafar's searching and his purposes and his designs and his machinations. See the eyes kind of look in the air and like trying to like gather its thoughts, clearly lost in its ability to communicate clearly, trying to get the point across, but you get the sense that he is used to being the assistant and not the one who's answering the questions.
Hey, Gal.
Yes, excellent work. Yeah, we did it. And it seems that Nazruk is cooperating. Yeah, right.
Go ahead, Nazareth. Talk.
Yes.
Now, Gal, what do you think about him?
He seems quite accommodating to me, and I think I would certainly be willing to work with the assistant of the great Thalavar.
Gal, here's something that's been bothering me a little bit now.
Yes.
Is this
sure.
the first time you've ever encountered one of these devices that can trap creatures for experimentation or for observation?
Well, I've read about it, and in the hypothesized
Yes.
theories of Thalavar, and to answer your question directly, yes, it's the first time I have encountered one in person, and believe, however, that with my extensive studies on divination, that we could make something of this. Perhaps even find Thalavar himself.
Do you know what he was studying?
Well, I presume in all of those materials that you absconded with. By the way, I would have done the same. It's just that gravity was a little bit heavy for me, so I decided to stay out of it. I'm hoping that perhaps we can uncover something in there.
Okay, so you don't know.
I don't know what materials you're speaking of.
The ones you went like this.
But can you keep this closed
Potion.
forever?
I'm speaking to the beholder.
What? No, we must find Thalavar, though. He was lost to me, lost. But we will find him. Yes, the man, the wizard, like Thalavar, yes. Assist you I can to find the master.
Yes, but can you keep the creatures from coming through?
Yes.
Why didn't you in the first place?
Broken it was. So guarded, protected, made sure nothing could harm, but could not go in. Had to stay and defend as Thalavar bade me.
And what do you have to say about this, Kildrick?
A bit lost myself, yeah. It's trying to put it all together, and I'm just strumming my lute.
Yeah.
Solo?
Right? I am just imagining how difficult it must have been for you, Nazruk, to be here all this time by yourself. My heart goes out to you. How can we help you? We will do anything we can to help further your purpose. On my honor, I will make sure.
Solo, what's your name? Good. All right. She's on a tangent. Does this thing remind anyone of the thing? And I'm looking specifically at Morthos.
Since none of us have been.
It's kind of in our basement.
I was getting the same feeling.
Little different.
There are similarities that make me think that while they are not the same, but they work on the same principle, perhaps.
And
You keep one of these in your basement?
Well, that seems dumb.
No.
They're calling us dumb all the time.
Right.
These idiots.
Not on purpose. We bought a We bought a house.
You didn't get it
was
inspected
unbeknownst
first.
to us that it was in our basement until
It was in a pocket
after the
dimension.
fact.
They don't check for those. Yeah. So this allows us to interact with different planes that we focus on. Is that how it works, Nazarick?
Yes, I program the coordinates. Sometimes we track specific specimens and we draw them in, and sometimes we simply cast a wide net and see what we catch.
Does it work the other way, where let's say I wanted to go somewhere and walk around? Does it work that way, rather than a trap for something on the other side? I can transport myself.
You can go into the containment, the unit, the confinement zone, and once we have trapped, then Thalavar would go, yes, and inspect in person, and I would make sure he was safe from here, and then bring. But he was lost. He's lost.
You're gonna pass out.
Was he in? Was he in there the last time you saw him?
Yes, he went in and did not come back.
Where did he
What
go?
was the next creature to come out of this thing?
Good question.
He said unity. It's the unity.
Was he Gith?
A Gith?
Yes,
Gith what?
Gith Yankee.
Do I know what that is?
Roll a straight intelligence check.
16.
Same.
You would know that the Gith Yankee and Gith Zerai are found in multiple planes. The Gith Zerai, in fact, hail from Limbo, among others. The Gith Yankee, however, are typically found on the astral plane and are enemies of the Gith Zerai.
Yankee. So Zerai are from Limbo and Yankee are from.
They're where they're from is a mystery. Where they currently inhabit, they were originally one race, civil war, separated. One is more about psionics and manipulations through all psychic means. That's the Gith Zerai. They're more like monks, and the Gith Yankee are more warriors.
Listen, if I were you, Gal, and you, I would think that the logical first place to set your machine looking would be the astral plane.
Vast! It is so vast, and it is.
Yes.
It is the sea through which the outer planes are connected. The islands
When-
of space and time.
When you are done
How do we-
searching, then contact us.
No, it's impossible. No, you must. I need help. I would volunteer to assist you, Nazarick, in this endeavor, and we together, perhaps, will find Thalavar.
And you, Gal, will prevent creatures from entering this area.
Yeah, absolutely. I will do my utmost, and now that we can establish a Weaver's Presidium presence here, as it should be, we can communicate with the other wizards, and I will keep them all abreast of the flow of information and of my studies. Thalavar was, while legendary, he was a bit of a rogue. So, he,
A rogue wizard?
well, sometimes people
That's not
don't
optimal
really
classing.
play by the rules. Never me. I am
I'd like to
outstanding
insight,
in every way.
I'd like to insight his honesty about truly wanting to set a proper guild presence.
Yeah. Roll an insight check.
And while he's doing that, as I turn this on in wherever
13.
we were,
13.
13.
He seems to you to be
It's the second time I have insight into these.
Soul insights him too.
yes. Soul insights him as well with advantage. 2 17s plus I think like 9.
A billion.
Sola is just shaking her head approvingly at him. Yes. I think we should assist them however we can.
Okay, then here.
I start pulling out papers from my bag.
Oh,
Putting
thank
them-
you, thank
putting
you.
them on the ground here.
Oh, this is one. Oh, I will study. Yes, yeah. Oh, yes. This is most pleasing to me. Yes, yes. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yay!
And you can see he's kind of.
As I bring them through, I glance at things to see if I find anything of interest.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
16.
16. You see primarily notes on the astral plane and other planes as well. You see notes on Arborea. There's lengthy notes on Mechanus, and it seems that he had correspondence with someone from there, who assisted him at times. You see that there was... I didn't roll quite that high. Okay, that's what you find.
Do
As
these look
I-
like pages that have been ripped out of the journal, or just random
Notes,
scratches?
scraps,
Okay,
yeah, diagrams of dimensional interactions.
I see.
Gal,
Yes.
if these papers will help you, I wouldn't mind it if perhaps you would compile them into some sort of a manuscript I may collect when I return.
I can most certainly do that. I would be obliged to do that. In fact, I would covet your further assistance if you would. But before I do, of course, payment as I promised. Yes?
Yep.
Morthos walks right up.
And he puts in each of your hands 10 platinum.
Oh!
Platinum.
Thank you.
Hello.
This is the first loot, money-wise,
Ooh.
Wolfram has ever collected.
Same.
Yes. Awesome.
Not me.
So you each get 10 platinum.
And because that was as dangerous as I thought it would be, but you all did such a outstanding job protecting me. Here as well.
And he takes out a bag of holding that he has and puts in each of your hands a potion of minor healing.
Hey-o!
And someone bought
For each of us?
minor healing as well.
Oh, thank you.
And one more for good measure.
And he hands it to whoever puts their hand out first. Gives it to Eli.
Put it in my bandolier. Go.
And I
I've
see
got the other ones. I can run around and
Yes,
give them to people.
we have been glad to assist. I may ask one more favor.
Yes, of course.
I would not mind
Currency. Yep, just click on
access to Weaver's Guild libraries and spells and scrolls moving forward. If I may be counted as a trusted friend.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Oh, baby, this could be good.
16.
What?
He looks at you.
Inventory. Currency.
Well, I'll tell you what I can do. I can give you the Presidium commendation that I have from my master, Master Domenici.
Master Dementia?
Master big.
He is a master diviner and illusionist with the Presidium. Here you go. It will allow you entry into the Neverwinter chapter of the Weaver's Presidium and access to the repository there.
You said Master Domentia.
Domenici, Zeladon Domenici. Yes.
Domenci.
But a chance, where did you get that?
Oh,
Or how did you get that?
he gave it to me.
Oh. So he was a friend of yours.
Of course.
It's called
I
what?
left him and came here.
What's it called?
How long ago did you leave him?
Oh, did something
About a week.
show up on his face when he said
Yeah.
that? Do I notice?
His-
Do we all
You
his
notice?
can't
face-
see my face.
His
Trust
face is
me.
completely
If
black.
you did, you would be.
But-
Is it magical darkness?
Here's the deal.
Because
He's
yes, I
talking.
can see
He already
his
talked
face.
more down
Actually-
than he ever has. so
Actually,
now
you
we're all
can
listening.
see his face.
What's that?
Morthos is talking now more than he ever has, so we're all
Anyway,
listening.
what is this thing called?
It is the Presidium Commendation.
Are you sure it was no more than a week ago?
Well, yes, of course. He is a master diviner and illusionist. Has trained me for, well, the past couple of months.
It is strange.
Why is that strange?
Well, if you recall when you met me in
When I was killing those trolls?
no,
Huh.
not you.
Before in Waterdeep.
In Waterdeep.
You mean when everyone poofed into existence? That one?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, alright.
Like on when the original team,
Yeah.
kind of met up.
Yeah.
If you recall, I was on an investigation, and I was chasing a person who apparently killed that man.
Wait, what?
I don't. What?
Which is why I find it odd if you tell me he is alive. Then why am I chasing a murderer for someone who is not dead?
That is very interesting. I too am puzzled by this.
Wait, can we back up here?
How does he look now? Fine?
Are you rolling an insight?
Confused?
Are you
Solo-
rolling insight?
Solo is rolling an insight.
Aren't we all rolling? I would be rolling inside on both. of
Solo
these.
rolled a 12 plus 9, that's a 21.
He looks utterly confused.
Cool.
I want to back up here.
So, no, where did you leave him last?
In his tower.
In Neverwinter.
Yes.
All right.
Is there something wrong, Morthos?
No, I will have to talk to my employer and understand why I am chasing apparently
Employer?
Yeah, that's the part I want to get
someone.
down to.
Apparently,
does
my
number two
information
work
that has
for?
been given to me is incorrect.
Morthos, would there be a
Clearly.
reason someone would want you running around chasing a ghost?
I am not sure. I am quite perplexed at this moment.
You said he's a master illusionist?
Yes. The School of Illusion, the School of Divination in particular.
Oh, and how strong of a wizard is he?
Very powerful.
Gotcha.
I was.
Who do you work for?
That is not important.
Kinda is.
However, I was hired to track down a person who apparently murdered this Zeladon Domenche.
Who? Do we have a name of who murdered him?
It is in one of my notes. I kind of forgot since we have been on this side quest for so long.
Okay, well, so we certainly should talk as a
23.
group about all this.
Now that I think about it. Do you remember?
Was that deception?
Yes, it
For
was.
him? Oh, for all of us.
For everyone, for that matter.
I would roll that high. on the insights.
Can we roll an insight against him?
If you want to insight him,
I can't. I could.
I do.
I could
Yeah.
die. I believe him.
13.
He'll forever believe you and everything that you say.
you guys believe
I
him.
don't not believe you,
But I saw his face.
but I'm just wondering if there's more to. There's obviously more to the story.
Okay, so
I will tell you there is more to this story. Unfortunately, apparently, I do not know what more to the story there is.
Let us
There is
talk.
something very strange about this
So
information.
the whole reason you were in Waterdeep is because someone in Neverwinter sent you to chase a murderer of a man who's not dead.
Apparently, that is not dead.
Do I know of high level spells?
You know what?
Do I know of high level spells? What like spells like per se Simulacrum can do?
I would say that you were not particularly trained in the arcane. You're familiar with spellcasters,
Okay.
but you weren't part of the arcane studies.
Got it.
Yeah. As you guys are all having this conversation, Kildrick and Zeus are kind of have sat down and they're strumming. So, don't mind me. I'll just be here strumming away, helping y'all rest up. And as you guys are taking your rest, having this conversation, you see that Nazruk is there, kind of moving some of the runes around. And it's weird. The runes are inscribed into this stone tablet, but with his tendrils that he has, he can kind of manipulate them and move them into different sequences. And as he is doing so, you hear, as you kind of are having this conversation, whoops! You might wanna...
Ooh.
And as he says that, there is a flash of light, and everyone but Kildrick and Zeus immediately is flashed away. And you all reappear with a flash of light about 25 feet in the air. And there is a dome that is around you of energy, the same exact dome that you saw before. And you hear a voice that's immediately kind of coming through the dome. Say, sorry! And what is going? And you see this conversation between Gal and Nazruk going on. They're kind of like arguing.
There's a mistake. A mistake. Quickly, fix.
And then all of a sudden the dome disappears, but you do not go with it.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna kill that wizard and that odd thing.
And you begin to fall. I need you all to roll athletics checks as you fall.
Am I able to merge with Neverwinter?
Yes.
I crit fail.
Sweet.
You land on the crown of your head.
But I critted, so can I catch him on my way down?
That'd be
I
great.
mean, Nevermore, not Neverwinter.
Never with
I have murdered Neverwinter.
I am
Oh,
never
no.
with
So you are flying.
I will
15.
fly. And I do not have anything to say to this.
I'm good.
Morthos, need you to roll one more athletics check.
Catch the side. Catch the
Jago, what was yours?
18.
On the ice.
Ooh,
Eli?
a 5.
15.
Oh my gosh. You're better at
5?
acrobatics.
Oh yeah, I'm way better at acrobatics. I'm on negative athletics.
Yikes.
All right. You see Sola, completely taken by surprise, falls headlong, and as you try to take in your surroundings, you see a massive sheet of white snow, what looks to be the edge of a glacier that you are falling towards, and you see icy water about 20 feet below that. Sola falls completely past the snow and smashes into the ice going below the waves.
Couldn't cloud jump it.
She tried, but she's too far away.
Got it.
It's completely out. Morthos, you are on the edge of the glacier, but you miss and you fall, and you too smash into the water. You take 5 bludgeoning damage from the fall. You immediately feel the cold seize your body in this frigid, icy water. You watch as Sola's form tries to steady itself, and as she hits the water, you see her kind of gasp for air as the cold takes her, and she swallows in a bunch of the water.
Baywatch.
Thankfully, you also see a reverberation of energy go forth from her necklace. And while you've seen this before from the necklace, this energy is tenfold what it normally is. As soon as it hits the water, there is a wave of blue energy that goes and continues out, in particular, towards the western horizon, as far as your eye can see. Well, you think it's west. You can't really tell which direction it is.
That way.
The left horizon here. And as in the distance, you see that the ice fades as the water goes out farther. She tries to hold on, but begins sinking beneath the waves. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna grab
Morthos will immediately
Yeah,
try
I-
to swim to her.
You're gonna stay in the water?
I mean,
I'm gonna hand you rope.
sure.
Okay.
I'm tying my bedroll to my rope and throwing it in.
I should first ask, how far is that legitimate? Is she 10 feet away from
You
me?
can't roll perception check.
All right. Here we go. 19.
So you saw her kind of drop beneath the waves about 15, 20 feet away from you.
I will land near everyone,
Okay.
and as soon as I see Morthos in the water, not Sola, because I know that her necklace can help her breathe underwater, I will spend an action doing a ritual of water breathing, and everyone can water breathe.
Okay, everyone has water breathing. As you are all kind of figuring out what to do, roll your athletics check to see where your thing landed.
17.
17. You lands near where she is. You feel the ground beneath you begin to rumble. As there is this after effect of the energy which has gone forth. But this feels like almost like an earthquake. You also, now having fallen and steadied yourselves, you feel the frigid cold, which immediately begins to numb your skin. None of you are prepared for this type of weather. You're completely exposed, and the air begins to burn your exposed skin. As your breath is visible as you exhale, you look and you're on what appears to be almost a little peninsula that juts out into this icy indigo ocean. You see no sign of land out in the ocean, but you do see around you ice as far as your eye can see, kind of in the opposite direction. The shuddering of the earth of the snow begins to get louder and feel stronger. Morthos, what are you doing?
Is Sola, does she appear to be unconscious?
You do not see her.
Can't see
She
her?
is under the water.
Well, then I'm going to swim towards her.
Okay, you swim towards her. I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Crit fail.
Oh my god.
Wow, dude.
That's 2 of them now. This dice is going
Put
away.
that away from us.
It's going away.
Take 8
From the
cold
sandwich.
damage. As you approach,
That's
you
a
see
failure.
the rope from Yanni, which has been thrown out. You see no sign of Sola.
None.
None. You feel the temperature of your body dropping.
I grab the rope.
You grab the rope.
Do you see Sola?
I cannot see her.
Alright, I pull him in.
Okay. Pull him in.
While he's pulling him in, I will emerge again, and I'll fly over the water
Fly over the water.
and do a perception check.
You see
Yeah.
faintly. I know you're going to roll at least a 36. You see faintly below the waves the form of Sola thrashing against the water.
So way down.
Down. As you do this, out of the crevasse behind you, a massive creature
Oh, great.
Nikes.
appears. It has a serpentine body with many legs that jut out. It has horns that protrude back from its head, and a thick chitinous carapace which covers its body. You see that its piercing yellow eyes look at you as it screams out at you. It looks almost insectoid, as there are horns and tendrils all about it, and as it kind of shoots out of the ice from below you, it immediately takes you all in and moves to attack. I need you all to roll initiative.
Sure, now I roll a freaking 19.
Gotta get out of the water, don't we?
Nat 20? Me too.
Seriously?
Yeah. It is good, man. So good. So good. So
Hey,
good.
we gotta speak up, by the way. Not Matt, everyone else.
Stop scaring dogs.
Hey, don't tell me what to do.
All right. 21 and 25.
25.
23.
22.
You guys are all critted and I still got higher than you.
Hey, have fun in the. Oh, you're not in the water.
I'm
Damn
about
it.
to
I just
dive
saved your
into the
life.
water.
I hope you got hypothermia.
16 to 20.
17.
I'm about to throw you in. So
Jogger?
I strategically rolled a 12.
I get it. You
Yeah,
wanna
I want to see what everyone else does.
bat and last is like
Yes.
second lead off.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Would it be?
So, Morthos, you have been pulled onto land as this creature appears behind you, ready to strike your allies, who are all looking out frantically at the water, trying to find Sola, watching Wolfram fly out and circle over her. What are you doing?
So I am out of the water.
You're out of the water on
Yeah.
top of the
All right.
glacier.
I will pull up right next to Eli. I'm gonna run up next to Eli. I'd actually like to move 5 feet northeast.
Of Eli?
Yep,
So on,
right there.
to the creature.
Is
Yep.
that to the creature?
You are now adjacent to the creature. You're right next to it.
All right, sorry, I can't see the grids very well. I'd like to move 1 grid back.
Okay, you're
Yeah, that's
10
where I
feet
wanna be.
away from
Yep.
the creature.
I'm gonna hold Green Flame Blade for him to come within 5 feet of me or an ally, or Eli next to me.
Okay, so you'll attack if he
Moves
gets
5 feet forward.
Very good. Yanni,
Is he in a crevice? Like, is that like?
yeah,
they
his
go
body's
down?
kind of appeared out of the crevice. You can't really see the bottom of it.
Okay, I want to.
This creature, by the way, is about 15 to 20 feet out
Hi.
of the crevice. Its body looks very sturdy, and it seems to be very comfortable. As you look at the crevice, you see that the crevice is not only it's not just natural. This is almost like it's a made by the creature itself.
Is it like is it wide like that? It goes all the way up, or is it like a hole like a snake hole?
It's like a snake. It kind of
Comes
comes up out of the snow
Which means
and
he's gonna be able to
ice.
stay right where
Lots
he is
of
and attack all of
legs
us.
that protrude off,
But
almost like
it's
a centipede.
If we move back like 10 feet.
But got a long, whole body to reach.
I want to.
I mean, he's probably not gonna move forward 5 feet like I was hoping.
I want to look at it, and it is gonna look back at me and turn into an ugly version of Santa Claus, or some version of him, and go, "Hey, Yoni, your mama's so fat. I took a picture of her last Christmas. It's still printing." And so I'm raging now. White lightning strikes. Hair turns white. And I'm going to rush up to nope. Yep. And I want to take one swing at the ice in front of it to try to collapse whatever
Okay.
it's coming out of.
Make your attack against the ice.
Interesting.
Crit fail.
No, it's a 10.
That hits. And your damage.
It is next to. Sorry, forgot which one. This one? No, that's a 10. 8 is. Nope. Which one's 8? Thank you. 8.
Okay, you smash through the snow into the solid ice below, and there seems to be a crack that you hear as the ice kind of splits below you. You can see that it's firmly entrenched in where it is.
Okay. And then the other one I'm gonna just backhand against its face.
Okay, roll your attack.
21.
It hits. As you smash your hammer into the creature, you immediately feel
Cold.
the heat that emanates from it, that it seemingly uses to burrow its way through the ice. You take 5 fire damage.
Watch. Of course I do.
And how much damage you do to it?
8.
8. Very good. Okay. Wolfram.
I am going to. I made a roll on my own here. I'm going to revert to Wolfram form and dive into the water. But on my way down, I will shout,
Shouldn't we try diplomacy first?
and then dive in and try to get down to Soul.
Okay.
Swing first, ask later is okay for you, but not Wolfram, huh?
How high up were you?
Oh no. Your frail little body's gonna break.
5 feet.
However high I was, probably 5 feet high on the ice, so 5 feet higher than where the platform is.
Okay,
25
so 25 feet up.
Oh my.
So roll athletics as you plummet to avoid the ice.
Get skinny, baby.
That was never my issue with you, by the way.
Well, that's
8.
what he heard.
8. You miss the water and
Oh.
smash
Oh.
into one of the sheets of ice.
Oh, she didn't clear a spot?
As a bird?
You take 6.
No, Solo, when she
You
landed.
take
I mean-
6 bludgeoning damage, and you
You are now
Knocked unconscious.
you are splayed out on the ice.
You are Professor Xavier now. We need a wheelchair for you.
What do we do?
You dove into the shallow.
Somebody let me know
You
what that's
turned into
happening.
Wolfram, right?
Alright, so apparently I couldn't find a spot of water to fall down with. But
It is the ice is thickly packed
I
over
don't like that
the
he
water.
just took her off.
There are cracks in it, some wide, some
She can breathe
shallow or
underwater.
skinny.
Sure.
You did not find one of those
blood.
cracks.
Oh, nice.
clearly.
We're good.
I was just trying to protect her.
So how far down did she look in the water?
Hard to tell, but with your perception, you know that she was exactly 27 feet below the water.
Oh man, that would have been a 50
How
foot
much
dive.
movement does falling take up?
Well, that was your action. What is it? Bonus action.
This
to-
was my action to turn back.
Your action to turn back. So you fell freely,
I
and
free fell.
you free fell,
That's on
Tom
him.
Petty. Free
It's on the
falling.
house.
and you now have your movement, which would be at half speed
I'll
if
give
you're
you
the
that
water.
one.
But you do not have a swim speed.
Gonna glide down into some ice floes.
Nice.
I'll try my best, and I slide into the water.
You just roll in.
Like a seal.
Yeah.
So you get 15 feet down.
And Nevermore is going to be on that piece of ice waiting for me.
Okay. And I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Come on,
as
baby.
The frigid water rushes around your skin.
No, that's not a good sign. That's the first one I've ever missed. It's not bad. Come on, baby. 16.
So you resist the effects of the cold. You make your way about 15 feet down. And you look around, and even with the disadvantage that the water around you gives, you know what? Roll perception. I'm not going to count your passive perception as the floor for a disadvantaged perception roll.
Okay. 23.
You see her. And she is still about 20 feet below you.
I'm sorry, 18. Nevermore is not on my shoulder.
She's still about 20
Okay.
feet below you. Although the water is darkening, you think you see another figure as well.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
And there goes Wolfram
This
and
went from
Soul.
bad to worse.
Second one.
Alright.
narwhal.
I have a bonus action,
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
and that will be to.
We should
End
just do
my
as many
turn.
Christmas movie
Alright.
references to this
We're on
episode.
the
Eli, you're up.
I light up. I apparate my sword, have my shield out. I run it against my forearm and light it up with its radiant. Took my damage. I take one step forward. I address this insectoid and go to stab it.
You say,
Right in
don't
the
talk
chest.
about his mom
Make your
like that.
attack.
How much damage did I take?
16 plus 7, 23.
That hits.
No.
Next one.
Come on.
6.
10 plus 7, 17.
Both hit. You take 10 points of fire damage.
Awesome.
Roll your
That's
damage.
freaking great.
Safer in the water.
Fire damage.
8
You're
plus
really
3 is 11 plus 1 is 12 plus 2 attacks of 6 plus another 12, 24.
Okay, 24. Very good.
Nice.
Minus 10,
As
right?
you slash through the gaps in its chitinous shell, you see a spat of orangish blood, which lands on the ice and just begins to melt through it instantly.
And I go, ah! It burns. It burns.
Oh, I could have told you that.
Jaga.
I see Wolfram's got Sola taken care of.
That's right.
I'm very confident in his
She's
abilities.
fine. I pledge myself to her. She's fine.
Yes, you said the oldest
good.
individual in our party to do the most physical activity.
I might be.
Hey, I
right.
don't want to be an ageist, all right? He can take care of
Yeah,
it.
be an ableist.
Yeah.
Instead, you should ask this creature if it's friendly or not.
This
It doesn't look-
insectoid.
Is Yanni's rope still in the water?
No, it's been pulled out.
It's laying there though, if you're amazing.
All right. I would like to take rope from my bag, tie it to one of my daggers, and sink the dagger into the ice.
Okay, so she can just secure it into the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Go ahead and roll a strength check. Add your strength modifier.
Maybe you'll
19.
Titanic down there.
19.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
Jack
think you have secured it pretty well to the ice shelf.
Okay. Do I still have?
That's your action.
Okay.
Anything else?
Can I throw it?
Sure.
Okay.
Roll
would
an
like
athletics check.
To throw it where I saw him hit the ice.
Okay.
Dodging, nevermore.
What is this?
Athletics.
That would be 26.
Nice.
You hit it in the same spot that it was before.
Okay.
All right. As this happens, you see this creature and its yellowish, orangish eyes, which flash with anger. No pupil. It's just a sheen, yellowish orange, flamey, fiery color. Looks at Yanni and Eli and goes and takes a bite of Yanni. And that is
It's an
a
advantage roll.
23.
Yeah, that'll do.
You take 25 piercing and fire damage, which is halved to 12. No, 20 piercing damage, halved to 10, and 5 fire damage, so 15 total damage.
Should have asked it if it wanted to play first.
And it is now Morthos' turn.
Type 15
All right.
and then hit damage.
Do I feel? Is there a way to get behind him, or is he
You-
kind of below?
Yeah, you can scoot around the ravine, although it is there is a gap here. It would be
Why do you take half damage?
you
I'm
would
raging.
if you would be at a
Piercing.
disadvantage to be
All right.
attacking from this side.
So then
For
I'm
any
just going to
slashing and
step
piercing
5
damage,
feet
yeah.
forward,
That's where the fire is
damage
full.
was
And,
5.
hearing Eli yell that he got burned. Morthos is going to change his tactics and cast Booming Blade, and see what a sonic boom
All right,
does to him.
make your attack.
That'd be 28.
That hits. Roll your sneak attack damage. You take 5 fire damage. Have down to 2 for you because you're resistant.
2 fire damage. All right, and need one of those. So the booming blade would be 8.
You don't need to differentiate.
Okay, then it's 5. 26 total,
Nice.
and I will take the dodge bonus action.
Dodge bonus action. Very good. As you plunge your blade into its underbelly, the explosion of thunderous force sends matter flying. You take the damage from the heat, but a large chunk of its guts just begins oozing out, and it rears back, clearly hurt very badly by this
Like
this plunge into its soft underbelly. Yanni, you're up.
I'm just gonna try to smash his face with my hammer.
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Ooh.
15.
It hits.
Nice. And
Yanni's got advantage.
20.
20. They both hit. You take 10 fire damage.
I ain't scared.
I ain't never scared.
Skirt.
Then 2005.
Nice. 18.
18. Well done.
Bow.
So you take your two hammers and just BAM! Smash them together in this thing's face, and you see mandibles just fall off out of its face. Its teeth are smashed and broken. Its jaw is badly mangled under the force of your thunderous clap. And
Storm Aura.
Nice.
He's trying.
18 on the die.
That passes.
So he takes half. Go ahead.
Bow.
54.
2. It's a 4, so half down to 2.
Yep. So as the lightning from your aura reverberates through your hammers and zaps it with additional electrical discharge. Wolfram.
Did anything happen in the past few seconds as I was heading down?
You see a form come alongside of Sola's form underwater.
Okay, so I can get there, right?
You have half speed.
So 15 feet.
You are more than 15 feet away.
Oh.
You're about 20 feet away.
Oh.
Don't let go, Jack. Don't let go.
So that she was like 30 something feet away.
She was about 30 below, yeah.
My eyes deceived
Can-
me.
Conveniently, that's also what the water temperature is.
Nice.
Yes, thank you. Roll a Constitution save.
Shoot! Well, I guess that's the equivalent of hold kicking Morthos in battle.
17.
17. You continue to resist the effects of the cold.
I will double move to get underneath Sola.
Okay, as you get underneath Sola, you see her body, which is her eyes are open and she's breathing, but she is just convulsing with the cold of the water. You see another form that has white hair and pale bluish frost-colored skin. It is wearing a dress of silver,
Merman.
and it has fur-lined.
Ooh.
The dress has fur kind of on the linings of it. It's a woman, and she looks at you with a smile
It's a sign.
as she cradles Sola in her arms and snaps her fingers, and they both disappear.
You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Waste of my life.
Could have been helping us kill things.
A second later, gentlemen, you see peripherally a form appear with Sola in her arms.
Bro. Everybody. See this.
And
Left you behind.
she looks at you as you are all battling. Jaga, you're really the only one who sees this. And she sees you and smiles, and she gives you a head nod as she holds Sola.
Oh, interesting.
All right, it is now
My turn.
Eli's turn.
I'm going to try to stab this thing in the eye.
Okay, roll your attack.
One in each eye.
Yep.
One is a 17 on the die,
17, that hits.
and the other one is a 1.
Oh, roll your d20.
Well, first I'm going to roll my damage. 16.
16, okay, very good.
What the hell is that? 13.
13.
Where are you at?
Roll a dex save, please.
Nat 20.
You're lucky. You lose your footing and begin to topple towards the crevice. And as you begin to fall, you take your sword and reach out and just jab it into the ice and catch yourself.
Nice.
As the radiant energy sears the ice around you, you right yourself and do not fall in. That's your full turn.
Yeah.
As the blade struck, and then you lost balance, kind of in one motion, put the
I
broken
can't
blade.
like stand up.
You're up. You're not down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just on the edge.
Yeah, you're there. Jaga, what are you doing?
Do I notice the
You
woman?
take 5 fire damage.
Is the woman harming Sola at all?
No, she's just holding her in
Okay.
her arms very caringly.
In that case, I
You can roll an
will.
insight check if you want.
No.
Okay.
I will move
Sola will.
to the north of northmost open spot by the creature. There you go. And I will summon my fighting spirit
Okay.
and make an attack on it.
Go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
First one is 14 plus 7.
That hits.
Can't wait for this guy to have an AoE attack and just move it.
Second one is crit.
Natural 20. Roll your damage, please.
Ooh.
First one is 6 plus.
So you take 10 fire damage.
Okay. First one is 10. And then the crit is 15.
As you get up next to it, you pull out your katana, and with one fluid motion, you slash through its underbelly. As the blood covers you, you shake off the pain of the fire and come through with one more swipe, and you cleanly cut through its entire body as it topples in two down into the ravine. As you do this, you see this maiden who has Sola in her arms reach down and kiss her on the forehead.
Oh no.
As she does, Sola's entire body goes stiff. And the maiden looks over at you again, winks, and they both disappear.
Well, frick.
We all saw that, or just him?
Roll perception.
17 plus stuff.
26.
13.
19. 12.
Double frick.
You all see it, except for Wolfram, who needs to roll another Constitution save, please. As you double move back to the surface, I presume,
Yeah.
19.
and resist again, finding a rope conveniently placed right on the same ice
I will merge with
flow.
Nevermore and fly up to
Okay, and you merge with Nevermore and fly off.
Then I'll unmerge and say,
Sola was taken!
Yeah, we saw. She came up here. Did we get a good look of what you described to?
You did. Okay.
A blue water lady took her.
Like Melcine?
Like, yes.
She was way fancier than Melcine.
Was she wearing like a
This-
silver
she was-
dress
this
with
was
fur
not-
lined?
This was
Whoa,
not
wow.
a Genasi. This was something else.
Great. I've tasted Sola's blood. Can I sense her anywhere?
Wait, you tasted her blood?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need some of yours.
Nope.
I need to be able to track in
Nope.
case we get separated.
Ugh, that thing is nasty. Did you get its blood?
I'm going to.
You do not sense her,
Shoot.
and then you do.
I sense her.
On the very outskirts, and then she's gone. Heading into the continent, about 1,000 feet away.
This way. We gotta go this
We
way. We
must
gotta move
go.
quick. Let's go.
Run.
Yep.
Does anyone have a blanket?
No.
As you begin to move,
Can I scoop up some of its blood?
I tried, guys. I tried.
Yeah.
It's
That was a
all
good effort,
burned
buddy.
into the snow. There is no blood to be had.
Did the creature want to talk or fight?
Fight. Definitely fight.
Yeah, you asked him?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
As you begin to take off, you hear a shudder in the water, and then with a loud kind of splash behind you, you hear a voice call out, Where is she? Where The power of the tear, I felt it. Where is my daughter?
About that.
And you see before you a man that is completely blue, has gills in his neck, has about 12 feet tall, very muscular frame, and his feet have just kind of materialized into feet, having previously been some sort of a wispy, almost immaterial form. Where is she?
He appears to us.
He is calling out to you from the edge of the glacier.
Does he look like a water genasi?
Roll a history check.
Okay. 15.
He looks like a Marid, which is a water genie.
Okay. Merit, who? Who are you talking about?
My daughter, Melcine, where is she?
You are Melcine's father.
Yes. She was supposed to return when the time was right to the plane of her home. I felt the power in the waves. Where is she?
She's not here.
Yes, she is.
She hasn't been here. She got poofed to a different plane a long time ago.
Stop. The necklace, the tear, it is hers.
Yes.
Why would she not be here?
It was on her friend Sola, our friend Sola.
She was taken.
Sola was taken by something blue.
Some woman that brought her out of the water and then vanished with her. We have to find her.
What did she look like?
Bluish skin.
Like silver, long
Silver
gray
grayish hair.
Kissed her and froze her.
Melcine is
Kissed
a
her, you
friend.
say?
Yeah, on the forehead.
Yes.
Looked like she would have a redhead sister.
We have to hurry.
Do you know who this might have been?
There are powerful beings that desire the tear.
Can you say that word without the accent? The B word?
Beings.
Oh, beings. All right.
What you describe sounds like one of the ice maidens of the self-proclaimed Frost Queen, cast off of the Feywild, that has made her home in the ice peaks. And he points to the distance to the north, in the direction that you felt the presence going.
Okay.
Good.
Well,
But my daughter, you said she gave the tear to this other woman.
Yes.
Why?
Melcine is a friend.
Melcine is a friend. I don't know. They poofed away one day, and then only Sola came back with Melcine's necklace, and she said Melcine gave it to her. They were in water. Sola can't swim, can't breathe underwater, and that's why she gave her the necklace.
She sacrificed it for her. It's what my daughter would do. She has the heart of her mother.
How can we find her?
You must.
She's north.
How do you know?
I can feel her.
You must
I had
get
her
to
blood.
Oh,
the jagged mountains before they do.
Can you fly us there?
Yeah.
Perhaps. There are 5 of you. You must recover her. You must recover the tear.
Yeah.
It is very old, very powerful. Even I do not quite understand it. Some believe the tear to be part of the essence of Justitia, a primordial of water, while others believe it to be derived of old Hydra herself, the self-proclaimed princess of the elemental plane. I do not believe that to be so. Some believe it to be a deposit of Amberli, the tempestuous and spiteful evil goddess of the seas. The elves recognize the neutral god of the waves, Shashalas, while the merfolk and the Smerid worship the neutral god of water, Yadro. Of course, they all may be one and the same. It is impossible to know. What is clear is that the tear is a remnant of one of these various entities, a deposit. I found it and crafted it into this necklace, that its wearer might obtain mastery over the waves, and used it for a time, and ruled. And well, after having my daughter, who I knew could not stay with the enemies that I had amassed, I sent her and it away into the prime material plane, after the watchful eye of her mother and friends. Given its power, mighty beings seek it, some good, some evil. Sadly, I was to deal with them, in particular of Hydra, and I have been unable, losing my allies when I gave up the tear. And so I wait to bring my daughter back. I thought this would be her, and we could fight together, having given her the secrets to unlock its power in a dream. But you say she gave up the tear of her own volition.
That's what Sola said, and she doesn't lie.
Then its power falls to Sola. She can safeguard and protect it and learn its secrets until my daughter possesses it again. She must not fall into hands of ice. You must stop her. Cannot go. I'm on the edge of my realm.
But we must move quickly then. They are already gaining on us,
Yeah.
gaining distance.
We gotta go.
I can cast the spell. You will not be able to talk amongst yourselves once it's cast. You will fly like the wind, traveling approximately 34 miles an hour,
That's pretty good.
300 feet per second.
Very precise approximation.
It lasts about 8 hours.
Oh.
I do not think you'll be able to get to the mountains,
Oh.
but perhaps you can find some other means on the way to help propel you there.
Okay. All right.
Do you know where we're at?
Of course, this
Because
is,
I don't.
this is the Frostfell.
Oh.
That is the elemental plane of the waters.
We've been.
We're at
You
the
are
meeting point.
in the confluence. If you continue this way, you will reach the elemental planes of the air.
Just 2 thumbs up. Thanks, bud.
We've been here before,
I
me and
see.
Morthos.
We have
Yeah.
been here before.
Yeah. There's a Tomaten. Are you aware of Tomaten?
He sounds like a nice guy.
Tom 10. He is a jolly fellow.
Yeah.
He gives
Yes.
gifts to
Yeah.
the Fey folk, the Frost folk, that are at the foot of the mountains in their town.
He's at the foot of the mountains. The mountains we have to go
The
to.
Frost folk, yes. I do not know much more. There is also a dragon. And
Yeah.
Yes, we.
the queen, the three of them vie for control, though Tom Ten is the kind.
Yeah, we've met him before. We've
The
met the dragon
is
as well.
the- Cannot go this way or that way.
And what about this Frost Queen?
She is evil. Did I say a joke?
No, I was just.
No, we do not want to try to kill the dragon.
Do you think we
Dragons
can
are
take
no
it?
concern to us.
The dragon would devour you in the beat.
I would
Well,
like
I
to
don't
see
know.
it try.
It is no effort, I assure you.
It's an ancient dragon.
I will tickle his throat with my sword.
That would be a problem since it is a she.
All the same.
I'm with you on it.
Yeah. All right.
Her
Priority.
name is Verglarheim.
That's it. I couldn't remember.
The other one. That is-
Priority. We got to get Sol and we got to get the tier. We have to get her.
Sola has become the victim of the one thing she fears.
Kidnapping.
Active kidnapping. We must save her at once. Why are we blathering on about history?
I know where she's going. I can feel her. If we're gonna fly, just flying V, Follow me until we can't go anymore, until we see something that can help us get there quicker.
We will fly in V like mighty ducks.
Yes.
Quack.
Onward.
Quack. Quack.
Take the fall. Act hurt. Get indignant.
Oh my goodness. Very well. Do you have any further questions before I send you off?
Have you seen the Frost Queen's lair, if that's where we're going?
Do not go to her lair.
Okay.
She is as mighty as the dragon in her home.
What if
territory.
Sola's there?
You must stop her from getting there.
Plot point. Got it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yes, the plot armor is thick here. Thick like the ice. Yes.
The ice hurts.
Yeah, I saw that. You Greg Louganis right in. He was from my town back east. He was a great diver until he smoked his head off of a board. Could have won gold.
I was going for Sola before this thing took her.
It was a mighty effort.
Let's
What
go.
are we waiting for?
If it is an ice maiden, they are powerful, they are magical, they are shifty,
What are they weak against?
devious.
You just disappeared.
They are the hands of the queen.
What are they weak against?
You look like a hand.
Fire?
Burn her.
Burn her?
Burn her.
Burger?
Radiant or real fire?
Burger? Beyond burger?
Impossible burger.
Delicious.
Impossible burger.
We're getting off track here.
I'm confused.
Sola's dying.
Burn.
Burn! Oh.
Burn.
It's a nice trill.
Burn.
You know, we keep coming up against
fire.
things we're supposed to burn. We really
So should we stop
more.
at this Tom?
How
Timmy?
do I fly?
After.
Timmy
we must
Tommy?
get the
Maybe
Sola
afterwards.
first.
You're super
You don't think he'll?
He snaps his fingers, and all of you, from your feet up to the top of your head, you feel a tumultuous, tempestuous wind that overtakes you, and not just overtakes you, you feel your body dematerialize from solid to gas as you all become gusts of wind. Eli shoots forth in the center, flanked on his left and right by Morthos and Wolfram, with Jaga and Yanni in the far reaches of the V as you take off towards
strategic planning by the DM.
And-
towards the mountains.
And Eli is saying to
Go
himself,
sharks!
saying to himself, he feels the need for speed.
The need for this.
And at this point, we're going to take a little giveaway break. So we're going to do some giveaways tonight. And if you are watching, we would love for you to have the opportunity to win. We are going to give away this marsh troll guy here first.
Cool.
So this is a marsh giant. So if you would like to win this, have an opportunity to win this marsh giant, then please type into the chat right now,
Exclamation point, tempestuous.
exclamation point,
What's the marshmallow
save
guy?
Sola. Exclamation
Puff,
point,
yeah,
save Sola.
Save Sola.
New York State
So
Puff.
exclamation point, save Sola for your chance to win this marsh giant. Alright,
Marshmallow?
so type that in.
It's a mallow of marsh.
He put the mallow on the ground.
And as you are going north, Eli, you have no sense of
Can't censor anymore.
no.
He did point us in the direction of the peaks, though, right?
You did, yes.
So I guess we're going that way. Looking, scanning the ground for anything that might help us get there quicker.
Group perception check.
Do you recall the zone of protection up here?
Yep.
Alright. Because
Okay.
I have no idea about it.
So you continue on.
That's at his house.
You go an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours,
It's a long time.
6 hours.
Goodness gracious.
There is no sun or moon in the sky. There are no stars.
Can I sleep while we fly?
You cannot sleep while you fly. Although you are,
rest.
you are getting to the point of being very tired. you 7 hours as you are reaching the 7.5 hour mark. Eli, please roll a perception check.
Come on.
Do you have any advantages you want to use?
I
Yes.
do, and I'm gonna use it. This is the only one I have. Ooh, good. 21.
21. And you all kind of
You see nothing.
have this sense that the time is ticking and winding down on this spell. You have covered hundreds of miles through the air by your reckoning. The terrain has been largely ice and snow. There are some trees here and there, frozen rivers and ravines, hills, and the mountains are rather close, but still miles and miles away. You see two things that catch your eye. One, on the far horizon, at the base of the mountains, you see what look to be colorful lights. Red, yellow, green, blue, flickering in syncopation. You also see what looks to be... Did you roll?
21.
You see a large wagon covered in colorful lights itself, streaking along the snow towards the lights in the distance. As you get closer, you see that it's not actually a wagon, it's a sleigh with a large sack in the rear with a troop of reindeer pulling it along the tundra.
In the trunk.
At the seat, you see a large shock of white hair on the head of what looks to be a frost giant.
Okay.
With that roll, it seems to be the form of someone you recognize.
I'm, we can't, like, gesture either, right? We're just
You are
air.
wind.
All other giants
So,
are kind of like.
How do they know to follow me
Cloud giants are just.
if they can't
You can see each other.
Okay. So
You-
then they
You're
couldn't...
not invisible wind, you're tempestuous gusts of wind.
Okay.
So someone else could see you, but you would have no way to communicate to them beyond trying to air gesture to them as a wind creature.
So I'm gonna take an aggressive, like Blue Angels, like, turn,
Yep.
so that they're like, where the hell's this guy going? And then it's directed
So
towards...
Eli shoots straight up and begins to curl back around. You all kind of follow suit.
I slam into the mountain.
I was gonna just keep going. And then
The mountain is still miles away. You guys follow him in suit and come back around as he leads you to this sleigh where you kind of alight about 100 yards in front of him as he rushes onward. And you know you have the ability to kind of change your form back into the corporeal flesh that
That's
you are.
what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna put my sword out and just start waving it like a baton this way.
And as you do, you see the sleigh kind of redirect towards you. And it skids to a stop before the 5 of you that are there. And on this sleigh, which is brown wood, and you see a troop of reindeer in the front with little bells tied into their hair. You see a large sack of wrapped gifts behind it. And you see a smiling giant with bluish skin and white hair, a large ice staff which is placed to the side of him in his seat. He has a large smile, and he on the sleigh it has a sign that says Wandering Tome 10's Trading Post and Sada.
And Sonic.
It's a nice song.
And as he gleefully jumps out of his sleigh, he looks at you and he says, "Ah, the reindeer rescuers of yore. I am overjoyed to put my eyes upon you. It is I, Tom 10. I greet you. Yeah.
I walk up and hug him.
And he bends down and kind of scoops you up. Morthos as well. It is so good to see you.
Not so tight.
So happy we found you.
Yes.
We
One.
need you ahead of.
Yeah, we're freezing. 2, Solo was taken by...
You are freezing, and as you've materialized back, the cold is beginning to eat at you again. I need you all to roll Constitution saves.
Yay!
Will you stop reminding him of situations, Jake?
What'd you say, Constitution?
Constitution save.
Unnatural
22.
20.
7.
10.
10,
7.
22.
6.
6. You each take 5 cold damage.
Shoot. We're really, really cold.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so well.
And he took a header into the ice water, and Solo was taken by an ice maiden to the Frost Queen, and we gotta get her back. We need your help.
Oh, that is a problem. The Ice Queen, she is vicious.
Can you help us?
No.
Well, shit.
Why
Yeah,
are
that's
we
a
here?
problem.
Why we stop here if he's not gonna
I
help?
can help somewhat. Is she with the Queen now?
She was taken by an ice maiden.
So she
Can I
is-
feel her again? If we're closer north?
You get the sense that at the speed you are moving, you're probably ahead of her.
Oh. I think we're ahead of her.
So you get the sense, and the idea would be to try
Try
to
to stop her.
Yeah.
get to a place where you can stop them.
Could you help us lay an ambush to try to get her?
I can help you get to where you could stop them before the Ice Spire Castle. But that is... I would not go further, otherwise it would be a good fight.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But these guys are all freezing too. Is there anything you can... Do you have any more of those coats? Anything like that?
Those coats, how about the robes? The robes were wonderful last
Yeah, that's
time.
what I meant.
I
I'm
heard about the
sorry.
sauna.
It
Oh, there's a
is
sauna.
sadly back at my cabin.
Oh.
Oh,
Do you have anything that we could use?
Let me think about this. And he turns around and kind of goes into the large sack, and he begins rustling around. And he pulls out a smaller sack. And it has a face on it like a bird with a beak. And it has eyes embroidered in, and the eyes move up and look at Tom 10. And as it looks at him, he speaks to the sack, and he says, "So, my friends here are in a bit of a pickle. Can you help them out?" And there's like kind of a squawking from...
This bag has a bird face on it?
It does.
Okay.
As you look, it's not a bird. It's actually a griffin. It looks like a griffin, which has bird features, very eagle-like, but it's.
Griffin saddleback.
And as he looks at it, the mouth opens up, and he kind of talks back with it, and.
Yeah. What do they need?
That sounds painful.
And he says, "Well, something to keep them warm would be nice."
Yeah.
And the mouth opens and materializes a large potion of what looks to be a bubbling orange substance with gaseous, kind of almost a glowing ember resonance to it, gas in the top.
Yeah. Shrink up. Yeah.
And he hands it to you, and there's enough for all of you to take a sip. You immediately feel warmth wash over your body. So,
Oh, it's a little bit of tingle.
and there is a little bit of tingle.
Where?
Yes, that will last a bit of time. Yeah.
Alright. The Ice Maiden also could disappear and poof. Anything to help us stop that?
Kill her quickly.
Okay, good advice. Thank you. Will you help us kill her?
I must deliver my presents for Festivus.
Do you have some sort of flame enhancement for our weapons?
I'll tell you what. I would give you this. And he hands you the saddlebag. He says, you can have conversations. You help the bag, and it will help you sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, you know, it's a bit of a temperamental thing. Yeah.
We do now.
You do. You gave it to Yaga. Yaga, that's not much.
No, dude.
What's he make of me, and what, as far as
Just-
seeing another giant?
Well, you're a
Half
giant,
giant.
but he's still taller than you.
Yeah.
He doesn't really pay you much regard.
Okay.
He sees you. He's kind and jovial to all of you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Tom
I can probably do one more thing though. I can do it. I can help one of you, well, 3 of you actually, have a bit of a cat nap.
Oh, cat nap. I could use a cat nap. Very much so.
I could probably take one.
What does
too.
that do again?
I wouldn't mind a Festivus present.
Gives you a short rest, right?
Short rest, yeah. So if you have any hit dice left, you can roll them.
Oh yes. I definitely want to take a cat nap.
Anybody else need it? Yeah, you take it. That's fine.
3 of you.
Anybody else feeling?
I'm hurting a little bit. How are you? Well,
guys,
yeah, you're
You guys on the front should do it. I don't have 20 damage to me.
okay. So us 3.
Jaga, Morthos, and Eli?
I just won't dive in any water.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
Do you?
Oh, Yanni,
Yanni.
Eli, and
I'm only
Morthos.
down 6.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then
then-
us 3.
Okay. So he takes out his staff and holds out his hand, and he does a little spell, and there is a little bit of a snow flutter above each of those 3 of your heads, and all 3 of you immediately fall asleep.
Ooh, nice.
Whoa.
You 3?
Yeah.
It's a short rest.
I thought a catnap. Like,
It's
long rest.
a short rest. All right. So while this is going on, Wolfram and Jaga, you are just kind of waiting for 10 minutes as this happens. Is there any conversation you wish to have amongst yourselves or with Tomten?
Wolfram, I'm not. I don't have any expertise with magic. You think you can figure this thing out?
Within moments.
Take a look. See what you can make of it.
Yeah, I will identify it using a ritual. Wherever my spell book is, pages.
So you take out Vincent's Enduring Spellbook, which you have taken for yourself, and you find that this is essentially an enhanced bag of holding on steroids. It is very unique. It's an artifact. And as you
Just a plain bag.
make your
I'll keep this for now.
evaluation,
I know it's
see
magical.
that it can cast some spells.
Oh.
I put it in my handy haversack. No, I don't.
Read it; it'll tell you what happens.
I know.
And it also has intelligence, has sentience, and will actually, it materializes from a pocket dimension where the great sky griffin, the forge griffin, who has agents throughout the world, one of whom, Eli and Morthos, you met in Waterdeep. At the Griffin's saddlebag in Waterdeep. And now, well, you guys wouldn't see this, but
The shop
Wolfram,
owner?
as you look at this bag, it does remind you of a sign that you've seen in Waterdeep. A shop that opened up relatively recently there that sold magic items.
Oh no. So that means some of them are bad.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
There are things in here from them?
It is. You don't know. You have to turn it inside out to find out what's in it.
Hold on, there's so many words here.
We'll be fighting a lich or something.
So first, I'm gonna look to see if there's a letter inside.
A letter?
Yeah.
As you turn it out inside out, there are no letters.
I open the beak. Okay.
No, there's nothing. You. Well, yeah, I see you are looking at the bag. Yes, I am delivering one of the missives right now to the Frost folk. So if there is, in the future, it will let you know if there is another courier assignment.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, he can speak, read, and knows Calvin.
What?
Oh, I
Of course!
Oh,
can't- That's the bag.
You're asleep.
that was Jake.
I don't know if I can handle more birds in my life. More voices.
What am I supposed to do with this purse?
It's a fanny pack.
We can use it as a team.
Merce.
Griffin here will be able to let
think we
us
should call
use
him Peter.
spells, send us on missions, give us items, be able to sell
It's a
stuff
satchel.
for us. It seems very useful, are you not?
Indiana Jones has it.
Pet its head.
Useful! Useful!
Wolf pack.
Is it gonna carry on like that?
I think if you build a relationship with it, it may comply with your wishes. Can you be quiet for a little while? See?
That's mean. I wish I was asleep now. They're treating those birds so meanly.
See, Nevermore gets jealous, so just someone else keep that bag, please.
Okay, so you have the Griffin's saddlebag.
Love it.
Nice.
And if you would like to find other amazing magic items, go to the Griffin Saddlebag on Instagram or Patreon. He makes a new magic item every weekday.
Nice.
Super awesome dude.
Rich.
Very cool.
Yaga totally has to wear it as a fanny pack.
Fanny pack.
It's a
You,
satchel.
you have to run into battle with a fanny pack on that can talk.
No, I'm wearing it as a satchel. It'll be a fanny pack on him.
Yes.
Morthos, as you take a nap,
Ooh.
you feel your body go numb as you fall asleep, except you have a lucid vision of a shadowed creature standing in the midst of a frost plain. It says, Morthos, you are so close. You recognize this voice as the same figure that has talked to you before and imbued you with the power of an ice knife. Says, you are in a perilous situation, yes?
Yes, I believe so, yes.
I can help you again.
Again.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
More
You-
power.
Yes, your spell from last time came quite in handy.
Yes, of course it has. And I can give you more. More spells, more power.
More power is good.
You can help your friends as you continue to serve me.
Who are you?
Oh, I am no one of consequence.
I doubt that. And for some reason, I do not know if your help is worth what I may be giving up.
What do you think you're giving up?
I've learned that nothing comes for free. There's always a catch. And I do not know what your catch is.
No catch from me.
You won't even tell me your name.
I am but a humble servant of Stygia.
Can I make a history check on that?
Sure.
Do I know who that is? With a 15?
You do not know who that is, but you have heard what that is. It is a place. It is one of the layers of the 9 hells.
Fantastic.
Would you roll history?
History.
You have
History,
studied
yeah.
that with Eli. There is a map that you found that
Yes.
depicted it. It is the central layer that is known to be a frozen wasteland.
But you are so close in the Frostfell. Connections there are between Stygia and the Fell. I can bring you here and give you more power than you can imagine.
Done.
I do not. I feel pretty strong on my own at this moment. I do not know that I need your help. I think our
You
team.
need my help.
And he gets a little more insistent. A little, not angry, but just a little more abrasive.
Why would I need your help?
You will die in the Fell. That silly giant can't help you, and your friend will die too with the Queen.
Sola. We must save Sola. What type of power are we talking about?
Ah, yes. Power to travel at speed through the wastes. Power to move and to detect, to scry and to find.
Shoot. You're pretty good. Do it.
And as he's saying this, it looks up.
Says, no, no, he's mine.
And you hear nothing, but you feel warmth on the back of your neck. And as you turn, there is a bright light that is just shining behind you and above you.
Pay no attention. It is nothing. Power that I have is everything. Yes, you will take it.
I will not. Power does not come for free. And as much as I want to save Sola, and you might tempt me to save Sola with this magic or power or whatever you call it.
Your friend will die.
Sola has told me that there is good in me, and
There is nothing good in you.
that may be true.
Child of evil.
That may be true. However, I believe I can be more than my past. I believe I can ascend beyond that. And whatever power you may give me, I do not think it is worth what I would have to give up.
Delusional.
That is the case. I do not care. I am done talking to you. I do not
Then
care.
the power that you have is mine.
And as he snaps his fingers, you feel a shudder rush through your body. I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Like a hell shudder.
Should just say, but we have a
5.
full.
5. You take 10 points of necrotic damage as you feel a rip through your soul, and there is a blue sheen that is ripped out of your chest. You no longer have the ability to cast Ice Knife.
It is all right. You can take back your power. I do not need it.
Oh, but I will have you once you die.
I believe you will have to go through me, and not just me, but I believe my friends will be there to intervene whenever that day comes.
Your idealism is sickening.
And with a laugh, the shadowy form dissipates, and all you feel on the back of your body is warmth. The cold in front of you kind of subsides. And as you turn, there is a figure silhouetted there.
Who are you?
It does not matter who I am. What matters is who you choose to be. And as he says this, the light washes over you, and you wake up.
Fireblade.
3 of you wake up, having taken your short rests.
For some reason, I don't feel quite as strong as I should have.
I feel great. I don't
I'm
know
feeling
about you.
good.
Yeah, that
I
was
feel
great.
like I rolled a whole
Let's
lot
go.
more hit dice and don't get to have them.
As you awaken from your rest, there is a residual glow to your body, and you feel enhanced. And for the next, until you take a long rest, all of your attacks deal an extra 1d6 fire damage.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
Don't ever
Rest.
Never, never sleep. That would come in handy.
So, you are all on your way then to the Ice Queen.
Before.
Before, yes, well, there is a ravine that leads to her castle. If you would go there, you can certainly wait and lay in wait for an ambush.
That seems pretty good. There's some high ground to be had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we're gonna do.
We must save Sola.
Is that where you think she is?
She's going. We're ahead of her right now. She's.
Well, that's good.
It feels like she's going that way.
Okay.
And we've been told by 3 other people that we can't let her get into the castle because we'll die there.
Let's
Well,
do
If
this.
this is what Tom says is the best spot, I believe him. He has never
Well,
steered us wrong.
Nalcine's father got us this far, and Tom 10 has gotten us to that vantage point.
Well, let us not lose our
It
advantage we
will
have.
be
currently.
about 5 hours that way.
Son of a gun.
You can go and make it.
Let's do
What
this.
time? Oh, there's no.
Yes, we don't have to worry about that.
All right.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's
And,
go, Glow Dude.
I think we should cover our tracks as we move.
What's up with you?
Well,
Where you going?
Smart idea.
We can't really sneak much with you lighting up the area.
you see that? I thought that it was just me.
You're absolutely glowing.
Did you eat
Some good some good beauty sleep there.
I had a vision while I slept.
Happened to you too?
Yeah, I was
What happened?
visited by something dark, some creature, and he offered to give me some power that would help us to move quicker in the shadows.
Did you take it?
I did not. I did not feel.
That was dumb.
Ah,
I make deals.
it may have been, but I feel deep down that I made the right choice for me. And then there was someone else in my vision. Someone of light.
Oh yeah, definitely go with that one.
And they told me, or have given me, I don't know, I feel stronger. I'm not sure why yet, but
Morning push-ups.
Doesn't sound like there was a downside to you choosing that path.
I do not believe
Yeah.
so. I believe it will help us.
All right. Good.
Way to turn away from the darkness, buddy.
Thanks.
One real quick question for you as we travel on our way.
Me? Him?
Who's you?
Who's you?
You?
Me?
Ooh.
Yeah. How come you're not as big as the other giants?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yes. Yeah, Tomaten is quite much bigger than you. You were
It's
like
an
a
optical
little-
illusion. I'm always staying further away from the
Yeah,
giants.
it's like a good 4 feet tall.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think you were
that's
like
because he's closer to you and I'm further away, so
I'm
I
standing,
look smaller.
standing right next to you.
I'm assuming your mama was a giant.
You know, actually, my dad was a giant.
How does that work?
Oh, that poor lady.
She was half giant.
She would have to be. Okay.
Is that story in your book?
So wait, are you?
Why are you talking about my mom?
Oh, no.
I'm
no,
interested.
No.
I'm interested in your past.
Better be nice about
Because
my
you're a
mama.
small giant.
Whoa.
Or is
You're
he
bigger than me.
is he a
You're
big
small
person?
guy.
Thank you, thank
Aren't
you.
we all people, not abominations? You asses.
Well, yes, he is a person. Yes, a person he is.
We are more than the sum of our parts. Let's move.
That's
Not
Thanks,
true.
buddy.
That is definitely not true.
So you.
I'm not full giant, okay? Thanks for bringing it up.
I'm sorry.
If it makes you feel better,
Just accept who you are and be fine with
I
it.
think you're a nice giant.
Thanks, buddy.
Yanni,
I jump and give him a high five.
Yanni, you're a giant where it counts. The battlefield. Straight face.
Was that a euphemism?
What is a euphemism?
People, we are losing. our
There's no
advantage.
guile with him.
We're losing daylight.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're walking
Not-
with him, right?
There is no daylight.
We're moving forward, right?
It is always twilight.
With Santa? I mean, Tilmonton?
You move.
Vampires and
He,
werewolves.
I can take you a bit away, and he lets you get on his sled, and you go about an hour forward, 2 hours forward. So this is where it's time to get off. As the mountains now are looming ahead of you, you can see in the distance a icy city with lights everywhere. That is where I'm going. It is Iceguard Keep, where the frost folk go. Toodles. Woohoo! Ho 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 ho.
What am I doing? Alright, see ya.
Bye, buddy.
So he speeds off and he points you towards a path which leads up into the mountains.
Hey, so that bag thing can give us stuff?
I'm rummaging through it. I'm kind of asking in general, but sort of to the bag. Like, what good are you? What?
As you get a hint of frustration and annoyance, it reacts to that. Clearly not enjoying being derided.
Hey, maybe you should be nice to it.
It's a bag.
You want me to hold
Sorry,
it?
I'm
You want me
sorry.
to hold it?
I'm sorry.
And you're a hobgoblin.
Bag.
Ribbons bag of
Saddles.
saddles. I like you.
Griffin, this bag of saddles. Can you help us in any way? What can you do? You have any tricks? Kind of shake it.
Spits in your eye.
Patting. I
What's
love
the
it.
change?
Let me try. Let me try it.
Give it to
Yanni.
Yanni.
Hey,
I have
what's
no-
up, Merce? You got anything for us?
First, yeah.
Fanny packet.
Oh, I'm going to. So I tie it around my. Let's disco.
It has a pleased expression.
A lot of hip thrusting.
And then I reach in and see if I can get anything out of it.
As
I
you
don't know how
open
it
it up,
works,
it is completely empty.
It's body spray.
But as you
How does it work?
Well, you've got to basically dump it out.
Oh, I do a handstand. And start shaking, see if anything comes
Inside
out.
out.
nothing comes out, it is empty,
Okay.
Oh,
even when turned inside out.
I don't know then.
We have everything.
It is obviously you can read the card there. It can give you courier tasks to deliver certain magical items to people around the world, and it will reward you for doing so.
Classic delivery quest.
I like that one.
When are we gonna kill 100 rats?
He could give you spells, too.
You already skipped that quest.
Oh,
that
jeez.
was early on.
Can always come back to it.
Yanni,
Waterdeep is full of rats.
Already,
How does this make me look?
fabulous.
Fabulous. All right.
Fantabulous.
Fantabulous. Thanks, Merce. And I just give it a little
Yanni,
pet on the beak.
It does suit you very nicely. It looks good.
Thanks, Morty.
It's such
This
a
is
big
not
bag.
helping us get sola.
Oh,
We
I
must
thought it was
move.
going to.
we're moving. You're talking as you're going.
All right.
Such a big bag for a little giant.
Is he trying to dodge?
I pat him on the lower back because I can't reach up.
He identified it though, right? We know what spells it can cast.
Yes.
Yeah, I just.
Yanni, I think if you ask it, it might be able to tell us something. Maybe about this Ice Queen.
Hey, can you tell me anything about this ice queen? I like that I get to look down at it.
What
I always go like this, too.
What ice queen?
Oh, this the evil one that lives here.
Is it an item?
I didn't understand what
Is
that
it
Is
is.
it an item? I don't know who she's dating.
I heard it's not official.
So the way that legend lore works is you have a magic item or some item that you have and you present it to the bag and it will give you the lore of that item.
Kind of
Says
like
you-
an identified, like a weak
It's
says
like,
you
identified.
can-
it's like a super identify.
Oh.
It's
It
like
says you
this.
can do a person too, like you describe the person or thing.
What is this at?
I don't remember.
That's what it said.
Yeah.
Oh my god, get this.
Not this time.
A lozenge. Agreed, cackles. He's drinking tea. Hibiscus.
This is chamomile.
So you can give it a weapon and it'll describe it,
So if there is a
Says-
item like
like my sword.
your sword, it can give you the history of that.
Oh snap.
Mm.
We about to secretly look up that sword.
The spell says person, place, or object, but I don't know.
Yeah. It
Well, obviously we have
for
not
the
presented
purpose of
There's
for
a
the
lot of
purpose
at DM
You can
discretion.
describe it.
for the purpose of the
it.
bag.
We know nothing about it.
And I am
You know
going
what I mean?
to work it so that it is with an item, a
Okay.
magic item.
Sweet. Like it.
So that the actual legend lore spell still has utility beyond what the bag can do.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
that's
I
good.
like it.
Okay, but
Sweet.
Yaga and Sola are an item, right? So we could ask them about Yaga and Sola.
Yes. We're a couple. Not bad.
So you guys, after another couple of hours of traveling, make your way to what looks to be a ravine with a path that goes upward into the mountains. And as you look up into the distance, Wolfram, you in particular, would see that at the top of this icy peak there is a solitary, monolithic ice castle which juts up out of the rocky surrounding. And this seems to be the path there. But you are hundreds of feet away, but you can see it clearly in the distance.
Well, there's the castle that we're trying to prevent her from getting to, yes? Can't you see it?
And is there a path leading in that particular direction?
Yeah, there is. It's a clear path cut into the ice that is worn in that direction.
And that's where we're heading, right?
We're supposed to head towards the castle, or is there another location?
No, we want to cut the thing off before it gets to the castle.
So we should go up this path and plan an ambush.
Turn around? But this thing disappears and reappears. It's going to be quite hard. Remember, it was in the water, then not in the water, then in front of you and not in front of you. And then we just traveled straight for like thousands of miles an hour.
Yeah, I hate
For
flying.
8 hours!
I hate flying, by the
And
way.
they're probably almost here
How do you
still.
do that all the time?
Hey, does the axe we have that makes things corporeal, do we think that would work? Maybe keep it from poofing?
I don't know what this thing is. It is worth a try.
Does it matter, or are we just trying to get Sola back?
One way or the other, yeah. We need to get Sola. We either kill this thing and get Sola, or we try to snag Sola out of its hand. But you saw it kiss her and she went limp.
Does it
Maybe if I kiss her.
It awaken these
Maybe
spirits.
if I kiss her.
Maybe.
Maybe if no one kisses anyone until they're conscious.
I want to use my druidcraft and see what the weather's going to be like for the next 24 hours where we're at.
The cold front moving
It'll
in
be
through.
snowy.
I just if there's a blizzard coming.
I
There
just-
is-
It's not bad.
There
This
is
is good part.
snow that has been flurrying the entire time. The temperature has dropped as you've gotten closer to the Ice Queen's domain, but whatever it is that you drank from Tome 10 seems to be maintaining your body heat supernaturally.
So what you guys see is just me like kind of go like this, and all of a sudden like a big snowflake comes up out of the air. and just stays there. I'm like, hey, it's gonna snow for a little while. Nothing serious.
1 to 12 inches, maybe. Today or tomorrow.
Who knows? Really?
As you are sitting there talking, you hear, all of you, a voice come through your mind.
Yes, I think I've got them. Yeah, I think, yes. Can you hear me, Revengers? Can you hear me?
What's up, Revenge of the Nerds?
Yes, Gal.
Yes.
Yes, Nazareth, we have them, yes.
Did you kill the beholder that betrayed us?
No, that was a mistake that I made. I am sorry. I accidentally pushed a button and
Don't bring us out yet.
Wait. Got an idea. Solas was taken by an ice queen that can shift. Can we trap it inside the bubble with us and then we kill it and get Sola out of here?
Yes, perhaps.
You can stay connected to us until we decide when.
Well, this I don't quite know the capacity of this. Stand aside. Yes, I can.
What's up, Gal?
No, this is Nazareth.
Did Gal hear that?
There seems to be a limit to
Darn
the
it.
connection as to
Okay.
who can hear at what time and speak at what time.
Yes, so I can materialize the beacon, and if we can lure or you can get in. Yes, we can neutralize and we can separate and segregate and capture. Study.
Yes, we can study an ice maiden that took
Ooh.
Sola.
Yes.
How would you recommend we trap her if she's going into that tower?
I will materialize the bubble, and you just push her in.
That should be easy enough.
I could sit as bait.
Is
I ain't
Kildrick
scared.
okay?
I'll do anything for
Is
Soul.
what?
Is Kildrick okay over there?
He's
And Zeus?
freaking out that his friends are gone. He's been playing songs to himself, puking his brains out with anxiety.
Seems all right.
Yes. A funny little dwarf singing his songs.
All right.
Well, what code word shall we reach out to you with when we're ready?
Oh, what code word do you wish to give?
Is it invisible? Could it already be out and we let her walk into it?
Yes, that is what we should do.
Why don't, let's take up a position up high, have it already out, and just have her walk right through it, and then trap her.
Okay, but in the middle of trapping, I don't want Sola to take the brunt of her pissed offedness.
Don't worry about that.
It
I'll
didn't-
jump in first.
We'll get in quick.
It didn't seem like it was trying to hurt her
Just deliver her.
when she pulled her out of the water.
All right, but we still haven't asked it if it wants to fight or if it wants to talk yet.
Maybe it will join the Revengers.
We could do that in the bubble when it can't go anywhere.
Just making sure we're consistent.
So
Good
let's
plan.
let's get on flanking sides of this ravine.
So,
Hey, Nazi.
what is your
Is there-
what is your word?
Now.
Snowflake.
Oh, I like it.
Garbanzo bean.
Buddy the elf.
So
That's 2 words, sorry.
One word, yes.
Chickpea.
Smushed it together.
Chickpea.
Have you ever had one? They're delicacy from the east. I'll bring one back to you sometime. You do eat, right?
Yes.
I'll bring you a chickpea.
Okay.
So the ravine kind of goes
You can
up.
study it.
Ooh, it's a book.
Wow, that was
That
fancy.
is that's interesting.
So, the ravine proceeds, and there is a circular center here where
evil. The
the-
dome is gonna be.
the
I think we're gonna put the dome
the
there.
dome can appear.
Conveniently.
Uh,
Can she see that?
Foreshadowing.
He
The
said
dome-
it's invisible.
The dome appears like a teleportation circle. So that's what it looks like as you view it from the outside. From the inside, it is where you've already been. That kind of dojo, kind of testing center area. Where are you taking up your positions?
I want to get like at the back
this
of it.
is the bottom is over here, the top. So bottom is to the east and the top is to the west on the map.
So entrance is the east side.
Entrance is east side. Yep.
I want to get. Is there like boulders or anything that I would be able to push down and kind of block the west path?
Roll perception to find.
Can anyone look like someone else?
I'm going to use
I can.
advantage. I
an
have
idea for
2,
you.
I think at least. So.
I have a trick. Does this work?
16.
My master taught me.
Did we kill him?
No.
We should have.
16.
You do find some boulders that you think you can muscle into the path.
Okay, good.
Then I want to stand up there and hold an action for the first time that I like see to prevent anything going through the path.
So you're gonna try to roll them down, like they're spread out. They're not like up top where you're gonna push them and they.
Oh.
It's like if you would want to try to carry them and block it, you can do it ahead of time.
I want a surprise thing.
Well,
yeah. But I'm gonna converse with Eli. If I do this beforehand, do you think it'll tip her off and not want her to go forward, or can we make it look like a rock pile?
we could make it look like a rock pile. We can also make him look like another ice maiden, beckoning her in for a conversation into the bubble.
Do we have to all be in there at the same time?
No, but
We can enter. Whenever.
we can enter as well, is what Nazruk said.
Why
So,
don't we just all hide and let her walk through?
right, so we have to get her in.
This is the path to the castle. Whether she
There's a
goes.
west entrance, there's an east entrance, there's a south entrance. We have to make sure she walks through.
Well, what's the best position for me to be in where I can push her 10 feet towards it?
What if we leave that bag in the middle?
Oh, like the fanny pack.
I know you do,
The Merce. Sorry, buddy.
but she might.
Telepathically, it's talking to me now.
Maybe it would tempt her.
I'll just sit in there.
Where are we coming from? This side? Coming from the east?
I'm not here.
You've come from the bottom. You were all kind of standing.
So I can.
The castle's that way.
I can materialize the shield bubble planar beacon now, and you can.
And it's invisible, right?
No, not invisible. It will appear as a circle of teleportation.
Oh, then we don't want to do that until she walks through it.
So
But I must center it on something. You must tell me where to place it, and I need to know. So
why
that-
don't we place it? Have them place it on me,
And you can
and I
pretend
will pretend to be one of them.
an ice maiden.
Works for me.
Alright, who got a good look at the ice maiden so you can...
Well,
once you go in, you can't leave.
Wait,
So then
You'll be inside with the maiden yourself.
but we can
Could
get
be
in.
dangerous.
We can get in after it goes up, correct?
All of you can go in, yes.
So
I will
let's
have to-
let's split up. Have some people in right away and some people not.
Well,
I
if
mean,
we're,
I say it in this voice.
if we're
But
next...
she will not. If you're standing
It won't
in
work.
the sphere, no, you will not see anyone inside. As soon as someone goes in, they disappear to the outside
right,
world.
but I can stand there with no spear there at all.
beckon
Have
her
them
in,
Beckon her in.
trap her, and then
Trap
we
her.
jump in.
Yes.
I think that's a plan. We take up a position that's within one movement
Yeah. So
to get in. We hide. You look like an ice maiden.
look at all those rocks conveniently placed for us to hide around.
Well, I can.
Can you be a bird?
I can make three of you invisible.
Oh, that could
One,
work too.
two,
Oh,
three.
like that.
And then I could be my bird, but
Oh. And then he can be an ice maiden. And Nazi, when you hear chickpea, you bring up the bubble.
Yes, yes, yes. I think I can do this.
Oh boy.
I
Think this-
believe in you. I think you can as well. You know what? I know you can.
Yes. What is the? Yes.
Yes.
Wolfram,
Yeah.
I volunteer for you to make me invisible.
You already are, buddy.
How big is the circle gonna be? Do we know?
That was
Is it like
Is it
Total.
gonna be
It's
what it
going
looks
to
like?
be approximately
outside the
5
store?
by 5,
Okay.
Oh
alright.
wow.
So not very big.
25 feet by
Well,
25 feet,
So
Oh, okay.
5 squares by 5 squares.
I'll make the three of you
Okay.
invisible. I will stay at this side as a birdie bird. As she
Is that
walks
the east?
in, I will transform into myself and knock her into it. Just as you shout, chickpea.
Here?
Okay.
You want to be here?
We're assuming she's coming from
I
the
guess
east.
I have to be decently close. No, once she's in, she can't come out, right?
Yep.
I'll
Correct.
stay. Can I be up 120 feet away from Orthos?
You want to be
Someone,
Yeah.
someone will have to
from an
tell
angle, so the
when she is coming.
All right, straight shot.
Won't you see her?
Is there something
Yes, but
hanging off the side of the?
Don't you think it would be weird
could
if I
try
just
to
change my appearance
go on
after
the
she sees
mountain.
me?
No, I think you would call her in,
Yeah, somewhere
chickpea,
not
and
in
then
the
change
on
your
the
appearance
path.
and go,
Like
surprise.
if she comes in,
yeah.
she
No, no,
can't
no.
see me.
I can only change myself for an
well, I
hour.
mean, you'll have to roll a stealth check.
As
Ooh.
close to the entryway as you
That,
can.
sir, is time out. We have some important information.
What do you have?
He can only
I
change
can
himself for
only
an hour.
change myself for an hour. So I would have to know that she is near beforehand. Otherwise, if I change myself now and takes longer than an
Hold
hour,
on,
I
hold
change
on.
back and then I have to
I
cast
remember.
again. And
No, I remember once you received a cloak.
yes, but that can only change my armor. It cannot change me.
Right, but it'll help. Change your outward appearance to look exactly like it. Pull your hood up so no one can see your face, then you'll look exactly like them.
He wasn't wearing a hood.
What wasn't wearing a hood?
The Ice Maiden.
Well, now it will be, and then as you see it come in, then you cast that spell while the hood's covered, then you pull the hood
Can't
off,
your
and
bird
you'll
just
look
fly
like
Don't you
around
have,
and
yeah,
tell
don't
me
you
when
have
it's
really
coming?
good perception?
Unless it appears out of nowhere right
I'll
there.
be out of.
Where are you guys
That's
right
also-
now?
I want to be.
I'm high. Well, I'm invisible.
Can you make me look like a
Yeah, we're-
snowbird?
You're
Because
not
ravens
invisible. Where are
don't
you guys
belong
right
here.
now?
Then I'm hiding behind a rock.
We're not
Having this
invisible.
conversation from your hiding places.
Yep.
I thought he wanted us to make. I thought he made us invisible.
Hold on, wait.
Where are you guys right now?
Oh my gosh. I'm
I'm there.
by the west rock there.
Well, you're talking. You're not there.
West rock.
You want to be over here,
Yeah, towards the not. Yep, that one. Yep,
okay? And you guys are
like behind the rock though. Like I want to be behind.
here
it.
talking.
Sure.
And then we're
It
dead.
seems like that's the only answer.
So Yanni's not hearing anything.
That's
We're
alright.
not shouting that far.
I wasn't really talking anyways.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
It's all right. We've only been talking for. a few
Eli,
seconds.
you feel a ping of the presence of Sola,
She's close. Hide and
and
get in
she's
position.
moving very quickly. You have 1 round, 6 seconds to get where you want to be. Everyone roll initiative.
That's back where I was. Not 20 again. Yes.
23.
That's what I got.
23
Yeah.
and 23.
His initiative is higher.
16 to 20.
21.
16.
It should be Yanni, not Yago.
Oh, sorry.
Although Yago would be good there too. Be okay with that.
I strategically
Rolled
go
a 12.
last.
Wolfram, where were you?
16.
Last. Alright.
You were 21, Eli.
I was.
You guys are 23.
Yes.
Alright. Morthos, what are you doing? As Eli says, she's close.
I'm going to move right to the center of where the teleportation ring will appear, and I'm going to cast Disguise Self and attempt to make myself as much the same as what I had Saul take solo. Best I can, the long, flowing, same color, hair, everything I can.
Okay, roll a.
You might stop her. She's poofing. That's the only thing.
Roll a perception check to see how good of a view of her you got.
I'm gonna use my advantage to do that.
Okay.
Oh, I got a really good view with a 24.
Yes.
All right. You turn into a creature with the crystal blue skin, with the white, stark white hair flowing behind, the silvery dress with the brownish fur at the frills, very lithe, elf-like ears that kind of poke back behind her head.
Beautiful.
You are lovely.
Didn't know I could look so
That is your turn. Yanni, what are you doing?
I want to move behind the closest rock that I'm there. So to the east or to the west and around to hide. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Up,
Very good.
up another 5 feet if I can. Still behind beyond it.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Eli, you feel her just around the river bend. You're up.
Are there snow piles?
Sure.
Can I dive into a snow pile to get covered?
Roll a stealth check.
I don't like it. Dying in the snow.
Woohoo! 23.
Eli runs and dives headfirst into a pile of snow.
His feet are dangling out.
Nope, I am covered.
You're covered.
And he disappears from view in the fresh, powdery goodness of the flurry. Wolfram, what are you doing?
Where am I?
You are.
Which
right-
one am I? Where'd you
here.
put me?
I think another dragon.
Plan thwarted. I will.
Invisible and fly.
It'd be great if you were all standing around me.
You just make
Don't. Do we need to?
Yeah.
You have to touch him?
Yeah.
So you have movement to touch him and fly?
just one of them.
Touch and cast done. You all have to be around me.
And you can turn into a bird?
Just one of
The
them.
cast has to be at the same time.
Yeah, I can't walk
So-
around and cast.
Just one of
cast.
We don't need to.
Just one of them.
Hid.
No, he can't move, cast.
No,
move,
we
cast.
just
Doesn't
want
have
you
to.
to
We
cast
need one
one.
You only
person.
need one person to be invisible.
Okay. Sure.
Anyway, that's metagaming.
Yeah, you cheaters.
Who needs to be invisible?
Well, right now, 2 people think they're hidden and one person is trying
Yeah,
to be
roll a
seen.
stealth check.
Yeah, I was
Yanni.
gonna say you didn't let me roll.
Ugh.
The problem is I'm gonna see whoever attempts to hide, so I don't know who's actually hidden.
Sorry.
10.
10?
Okay, you see.
Who looks the
You
least
see
hidden?
Yanni.
Clearly Yaga's the least hidden. Right?
Yanni is behind the rock entirely, and then his saddlebag is sticking out from behind the rock.
Just tell suck it in. Suck it in.
I say, Yanni,
I got it.
hide the bag. And Yanni, hide the bag. And I move towards, I don't see him anymore, right?
He is below this. You know exactly where he is, but he is out of view. Below
He's
the snow.
mold.
I see slight heat rising from the snow. And I will walk next to Yaga and say, good luck to you, sir. And I will touch him and myself. and
There's not
And I
enough.
shivered.
and nevermore.
Think about you, I
And
touch
we all
myself.
become invisible.
Yes.
And then as a
I feel
bonus
like we sang
action,
that last year on this episode.
I will merge
him.
and use my movement to fly in the spot I was trying to be in before,
Touched for the very
which is on the mountain side.
Okay, so you are here invisible.
That's right.
It's Christmas.
It's a bonus action to
Turn into action.
merge. Yeah.
Come on.
All right, very good. Jaga, are you moving anywhere?
Yeah, can I make it to
Gone.
the boulder that's at the 1 o'clock position? To the west side of it? Yeah.
Nice. Good descriptions.
Ooh, that
Very
was good.
You're invisible.
Okay, very good.
It's okay.
As this happens,
She saw everything. She was
You
standing,
dummy.
she was standing in our midst.
There is a flurry of snow that is localized. It looks like a small tornado, except it is like a snow globe that has been swirled around, and it's kind of in the wispy form of a singular kind of tempest of air that kind of goes up, that appears, and as it appears, it is speeding forward and then stops.
She saw me.
Soulmate.
As it's Morthos is standing there in the middle, and it roll a perception check.
Morthos doesn't even know that he even sees her.
34. I rolled.
34.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Except for you in the snow.
That's gonna be 15.
9.
You two rolled ones.
I rolled a 1.
Me too. Teamwork.
What did you roll?
9.
9.
15.
That's the
15?
third one on this dice. I put it away.
Four.
You need to leave it there.
Okay. Eli, you notice this snowy tempest that emerges, as do you, Wolfram. The other three of you are completely oblivious to this snowy form that has emerged and has slowed. Nothing is said. Wolfram, you also see in the midst of this form, covered in snow, but there's enough of a glow to notice the outline of a woman that is in this heart of this elemental form, which you know, of course, to be Sola. Eli, you do not see that. It appears, it slows, and it approaches, and calls out in a language you do not know.
What is
That's
that?
great.
Sylvan?
It is not Sylvan. It is a primordial language of water. Something like that.
I like it.
And it waits for you to respond.
So I'm assuming I hear that, correct?
You hear that, but you have no idea where it's coming from.
So I can't even tell now that I hear it where it's coming from.
You cannot. Not with a natural one.
All right. So I'm just gonna look around.
Are we role playing right now?
Yeah.
And kind of
Or are we in?
throw my shoulders up,
We've been.
like I have no idea what I just heard.
I mean, are we in turn order or just?
Yeah.
And
that's a
actually,
good
in
question.
fact, Morthos will move 15 feet towards the back.
Towards the 9 o'clock stone.
Are
Yeah,
you walking
right there.
backwards or forwards?
My back is going to be towards where I believe she'll be coming from.
Okay, so you turn around and look up. As this happens, there is a explosion of ice all around you. I need you to roll a strength save.
Yeah, I think I should.
Oh, did you move? It doesn't matter. Did you move these away from us? Fix all that.
3.
Oh.
You are entangled and restrained in a jungle gym of ice spikes that do not pierce you but simply catch you fast. And it is now your turn.
Can I attempt to break free?
Again, you can roll a strength save.
Yay. 7.
You are restrained. Yanni, you see Morthos as he's turned and has gotten restrained by the ice.
I want to stealth behind the next rock.
Go ahead and roll. Which next rock? 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock?
To the 6 o'clock one.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll your stealth.
Move further away from
Yeah, intentionally.
15.
Try
Or
to draw her that way.
that. In one turn, after
14,
doing
sorry.
your space.
14.
Yeah.
So
I still do it.
Yanni,
Not like
Jaga,
that.
you see this.
Why not?
Wolfram, you see this.
You're too far
Yanni kind of Chris
I don't have to
Farley
be there.
cartwheels
Nobody has to be there.
Just putting the bubble on you.
to
We
the
can-
other side, and then
Right.
kind of like
Yeah.
peeks his head back around.
And then I want to hold my Stormbolt for if she moves towards. If she moves towards Morthos, or if she goes towards. He's invisible, so I can't even. I don't
So
know
you
if
you just use 20 feet of movement, so you have half your movement left. You got 40 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to stay there, but I want to hold my Stormbolt
Okay.
if she attacks Morthos.
Okay, if she attacks one of those. Very good. It is now her turn. And
It's a 5 by 5
as
foot
quick
cube, right?
as the wind moves, it shifts and goes seemingly through the stone and appears right next to you.
Fantastic.
And there are 2 slams of energy that go forth. And first is a 11, and the second is an 18.
Second one hits.
So you take 14 cold damage as a icy kind of sludge of frost slams into you and coats your body. Eli, you're up.
All right.
As you hear Yanni kind of yell out to your side, for the first time you are aware that something is going on.
All right. I want to get out of the snow.
Okay, you emerge out of the snow.
I have how much feet of movement?
You weren't prone. You were just kind of crouching in there.
Okay. I want to run up next to it, and while I'm running, I'm gonna yell to Nazi. Say, "On me, chickpea, chickpea, chickpea."
Okay. Very good. It is. Are you doing anything?
If I have an attack, I'm going to attack it with
You
my
still-
radiant blade.
Yep. Go ahead and.
Just screaming chickpea. On me. On me. First one is a 21,
21 is a hit.
and then the second one was a 16.
That is a hit as well.
All right. 15 plus 12, 27.
27 total. Nice. You slash through it with your radiant blade.
I get the plus 6 on both attacks, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
You slash through with your radiant blade, and while you don't seem to make firm contact with anything, the searing nature of the blade still radiates through this icy, frosty, elemental form and does the damage. You said 27?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. It is now Wolfram's turn.
Does this little movie thing look like she was casting a spell, or if it's just an innate air thing?
It looks to be some sort of elemental creature.
Alright, so it seems to me it's an innate movement ability.
Yes.
What about what he did to Morthos? Or she did to Morthos?
That looked like a spell. Or some sort of ability that it had.
Okay. I'm going to move 50 feet towards Yaga.
It's 45 there.
Yes. 5 more feet. And I'm going to become me again.
Okay. I'm not going to be a jerk and make your invisibility drop. You still are invisible.
Rules as written, bro. I will then. I will then use my bonus action to cast a spell and become visible.
Let's go.
I think.
Invisibility is an action, isn't it?
I'm already invisible.
Right.
I'm going to become visible by casting a different
Yeah.
spell.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
I think. Never mind. I'm gonna end my turn.
End your turn. Still visible, or invisible.
Yep.
Very good. Jaga, you are up.
I will run towards the ice lady and stay within. I think I'm gonna have to use.
That's 30 feet of movement.
Yes, and then I will prepare an attack action if she comes towards me.
Okay. You are invisible, holding an action. Very good. You all hear a voice in your head say,
Centered on Morthos. We attuned to his essence and chickpea. Yes. Okay.
Sweet.
Morthos, you are
Yep.
now restrained inside of a,
Break out, buddy.
and you
Good time.
can do nothing. Morthos disappears as you see on the ground in that space that sigil appear.
Cool.
Okay. Yanni, you're up.
Oh, gotta get her in.
I want to try to grapple her and carry her into the.
Go ahead and try to grapple. That's your action, is ungrappleable. Very good.
Is that?
She is ungrappleable.
She's an
Oh.
elemental, bro.
There you go.
Good try, though.
You know,
You rolled well.
I did roll well.
Sorry. As you try to grapple her, 2 more attacks go against you, Yanni.
Can I move?
Yes, you can.
I want to move into the.
You move into the
Come and get me!
opportunity attack against you is a
I'm scared.
26.
That misses.
You take
You're so
you take
bad.
14 cold damage as you run in.
Dude, now you're gone?
Yanni's gone.
Bro, we're about to like sacrifice someone right now.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
She's wearing the necklace, correct?
Mm-hmm.
For now.
Right. And so am I with the portal. And I'm within 30 feet of her.
Okay. You are, as the creature
But I'm
turns
not.
to you, since you are. Since you.
Let's do it.
This is going to be amazing.
Let's do it.
Didn't expect this to happen.
This was Eli's master plan all along.
Boom. Let's do it.
As the creature
gonna
takes
go?
2 swings at you, Eli.
Where are you gonna go? You're
That
gonna
is a
bring
10
her
and a
in.
21. You take
What do you mean?
14 points
No,
of
he's
cold
gonna-
damage.
All you have to do is
What
hit
are
his
you talking
thing and
about?
poof her wherever he wants.
Yeah, half the party's within 30 feet.
The
then
rest
you
of us are screwed.
No,
You
you
just have to
fly
get
into
into
the
the
thing
thing,
and he
yeah.
calls you back. This is not hard at
She's
all.
touching solo, so therefore she
As it
comes
moves
with us.
around
Good.
this sigil that has appeared, you get an opportunity attack.
Oh, it went all the way over there?
I think it went through.
It went
It did.
around and is
22.
kind of investigating this circle here.
22.
That hits. Roll your damage.
14.
14. Very good. And you took 14 cold damage from the hit.
Sweet.
Okay. It is now Wolfram's turn.
Oh, you're not there.
Why would she do that? Does it look like there's room for me to get by her?
She is up against the ravine here.
It's like she knew I was here the whole time and strategized so that I couldn't get around. Even though she didn't know that I was here.
Can you?
She went around closer to the way to the Ice Queen.
Oh. So that way is to the Ice Queen?
This way is to the Ice Queen.
Huh. So she went past that spot? I'm confused.
Do you want me to put her closer to the Ice Queen? Off the map?
No, thank you.
No. Just Alright,
I'm gonna. Yep. Try to remove it. See if I can take it out.
yeah. I don't even know what to do.
I just forgot that we couldn't leave after we went in.
That part I did know. I didn't know it was attuned.
I just forgot that part. I would have forgotten it.
I don't remember that word. I'm gonna have to go back and
I'm
watch
going to
that.
move.
What?
The attunement to one person.
We needed a spot. That's all.
Spot can move.
That great.
You don't quite know how the machine works.
We
Figure it out, Naz.
I have to try something.
Just do whatever.
I'm gonna
Just do
bonus action into the bird again
Okay.
I like it.
and fly 50 feet to the entrance to the west,
Okay.
like right in the middle.
Right there.
And I'm gonna use my action to become me again.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
I am invisible.
I will let you be invisible,
Still let me cast a spell.
but you've used an action to go in and out of your form, but I'll let you stay invisible.
Should that turn it?
No, it says
Um,
attack or cast a spell.
Yeah, I didn't attack or cast a spell.
Okay.
I'd like to actually end up one spot up.
Here?
Yeah,
Use your body.
that's what I'm hoping to have to do.
Fatal mistakes.
And then I will end my turn, because I have nothing left to do.
Okay, very good. You are there. Jaga, you are up.
I am here.
Just run in.
Yeah, I will.
No, don't.
I'm gonna save her. I promise.
Did I see the circle appear?
Yeah, you now see the sigil on the ground,
Okay.
and you see Jaga and Morthos have disappeared.
Yanni,
Yeah.
What did I say? Yanni and Morthos have disappeared.
like a dumbbell.
See?
You love I forgot that we couldn't come back. I was trying to lure it in and then I was gonna come back out. But that's not how that works. So
Poor Sola.
I would have stayed right
She's
on
gonna
the
be
edge.
so mad.
Oh. She's gonna create like the grimiest character after she dies here. Something the opposite of
Destroy us.
Sola. Only talks with people's names.
Best friend.
Doesn't care about their
Wolf.
purpose.
I would try to run after the ice lady.
You're still invisible.
Yeah.
Yep.
She doesn't know what the heck's going on here.
That's 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, I would try to be like right next to her.
That's your full dash and to get up to her then.
That's fine.
You are there next to her as the flurry is swirling around you. It does not see you and rushes forward and runs into
So kind of.
Wolfram. You get an opportunity attack as it moves away from you.
Use it as a grapple.
You can't grab.
It's
Can't
not
grab.
sentinel.
Don't do that.
Ingrappable.
It's just sentinel.
Because
I
I'm
forgot.
already trying.
We already learned that.
It's 16.
That hits. Do you have Sentinel?
Yeah, so she's stuck in place.
She is stuck
Oh,
there as you
crazy.
become visible.
Jesus.
Roll your damage.
I wonder if you can push her though.
That's it.
11 damage.
11 damage.
Probably
Very
your
good.
Eldritch Blast could.
And
I need it to be angled.
now having you
Get a buffer
materialized
angle, I think.
and unable to move, it turns to you and makes its two attacks.
Maybe.
That is a 26 and a 20 non-natural, so that is 28 cold damage to you.
Merry friggin' Christmas.
So it does
Merry
materialize?
Christmas, you did 28 damage.
He materializes.
Yeah,
It hits
okay.
you. It is now Eli's turn.
How
As
many
you
hands?
see-
How many hands does it have?
It's like a kind of out of the wind. There's like a fist of ice that emerges and smashes into it.
I know I'm not in. Can I yell at the gal while I'm in this thing?
Yeah, I'll say that you guys were up here.
Yeah.
Can he break out of his
So I could
thing?
be broken out by Yanni with his hammer? So he can bust me out?
Broken out of what?
The ice? Or is it just not there anymore?
Oh, yeah. The ice has disappeared. Everything is as
I'm
you.
just pissed off sitting there.
Yeah, you are now. The ice is gone because you have now been
Right.
kind of captured and taken to this pocket dimension. You see everything going on around you, but you guys are. You can't get out of that pocket dimension. You guys do hear. So should we? You want to come back?
No. Hey,
No.
can you fix this on Wolfram instead of us?
It's too late. I have no ability to adjust. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I failed again. No.
Don't worry, this was not your fault.
And it is Eli's turn.
I'm gonna run.
Around.
30.
And I'm gonna get
That's 30 feet of movement. You can see it.
gonna throw my sword at it.
Okay, roll your attack.
Draw at the end.
17.
17 hits. Roll your damage.
Get some luck.
10.
10.
And then I'm gonna draw it back
Bonus
with
action,
my
draw it
bonus
back.
action.
And throw it again.
No.
Okay. You do have 2 attacks, so.
Yeah.
Alright, very good. Wolfram, you are up.
I'm going to ready an action
Okay?
so that when it is in line with any path that I can shoot it with my Eldritch Blast to knock it into the bubble, that is exactly when I fire. And I should be able to perceive when that moment is.
Yep.
Which is basically 5 feet down or 10 feet over diagonally.
As soon as it gets to here, you'll be able
That's
to.
right.
Okay. Holding your action. Jaga, you are up.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
I will.
Is that an actual spell attack?
It is.
Yeah.
I will use Fighting Spirit and -5/+10.
Okay.
Okay. Or we're just going for the outright kill.
So you have advantage on your 2 attacks.
I want to tell you that when you hold something, you're concentrating on it, so I'm no longer, and neither is he, invisible, while he never was.
Well, yeah, he's already attacked.
I am
Yes.
visible again,
Thank you for reminding me.
but I'm not in that spot.
Up one.
Try to give her a path out.
It's 18 on the first
That hits.
damage. No, it's 21 to hit. 18
Okay.
for damage.
18 for damage. Very good.
We
Sec-
play fair. We try.
It's
Do our
gonna be
best.
20 on the second attack.
That hits.
To Sola's death.
Yeah.
As I run away.
Nice. Did you add in the
Plus
15? It's plus 10 each time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just try to
19.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
And I will
So
action.
you slash through, and the form, the ice form, dissolves.
What?
And she is now standing there next to you, and Sola falls at her feet.
Oh, cool. What is happening?
I continue to attack her.
Can you
Action surge.
Roll, do your action surge.
Is this still with
Still advantaged.
Okay, cool.
I don't understand.
19 to hit,
19 hits.
and it's still plus 10 on this one.
Yep.
Okay. So
If you were, I'm
Yeah, I was
assuming you-
continuing, yeah. 19 damage,
So
and that's a crit.
Snap!
Yaga literally just saved the day.
Oh.
One more D4.
D6.
Oh yeah, D6. Yeah.
Do you have enough
6,
dice in there?
12, 13, 14, 15, 30, 40 damage? Does that sound right?
Is that it? Come on.
That's 40 damage.
Nice.
You slash and you cut off her right arm as it falls to the ground, and icy blood flows forth, and she screams out, "Ah!"
I want that blood.
And the blood spills all over Sola on the ground.
Son of a gun!
And she kind of reaches up and grabs, and she looks around and sees what's going on. And she holds her hand up into the air and snaps her fingers. I need the three of you to make Constitution saves.
I want to hold an act, like seeing what's going on. I would hold an action if she did get pushed into
Crit.
to Stormbolt.
Yep. Natural 20.
19.
17.
17. You two make the saves.
Son of a monkey's uncle. The
And
one
as-
who needs to save.
As she snaps her fingers, there is a flash of white energy, as there is just a white out that goes forth. Wolfram, you, sir, are blind.
Oh,
That's not good.
It just comes with age.
And as she does this, she looks down at Sola, and she reaches for the necklace to grab it off of her,
Misses.
and she does not get it.
yes!
Good.
She's only got one hand now. It's a whole lot more difficult to take it off.
I raised the DC because of that.
Well done, Yaga.
Unable to grab it, she moves out of your threatened radius.
Do I still
you
get
can take
attack
an
now?
opportunity attack.
Come on!
Is this
Sentinel.
still with
It's
Sentinel.
no longer advantage
Okay,
because it was
that's
out
fine.
of your turn.
But it's Sentinel.
If he hits.
It's 15.
15 does not hit.
Oh.
Okay. Big swipe after her.
As she scoots past
Oh, what?
Wolfram, you feel a presence to your left as it
Oh, whoa,
she
whoa, whoa.
approaches.
If there was space in between me and the wall, I was going to be there. There was no space. There was not going to be a path for her to
So
get.
you want here, okay. She gets in front of you, feel the presence of something in front of you.
Fire.
Oh wait, Nevermore. Does Nevermore make a save on that flash as well?
Oh!
Yeah, it's all the creatures that are looking have to make the save.
Robot.
So you can make your attack with disadvantage.
Oh, come on,
Good
man.
thing that I have 3 advantages saved up, so I'll roll a
Straight
regular.
roll.
Okay?
So, sensor in front of me. Bro, I gotta hit her twice.
It's alright. Go for it.
Both of these.
Why?
That
Oh.
would be a 27.
That hits.
Back 10 feet. Oh my gosh. Use it again!
Actually, she's a melee range, so it's double disadvantage. But
Is there such a thing?
because she's within 5 feet of you, so technically
Burn
it would be
2.
disadvantage.
Burn 2 and take it.
I think she
as
would have had to
normal.
come down.
And I have
actually,
advantage on the
before
next
she goes.
one.
Yeah.
I will, if I can, I'll burn both.
Okay, so say you burn 2 of them. You burn 2 of them to hit her,
Yep,
and now you would have. You're still blind,
yep.
so you would have to.
Does
use
the
your
damage
last one.
matter? I gotta do some damage?
Yeah, do damage. It matters.
Alright, that's 10 damage.
10. Okay.
And then
He just wants to show.
Oh wait, I
Just have
believe
an
I'm
outstretched
before
fist.
you.
You didn't say you're holding an action.
That's true.
He's been not holding an action
He's
sitting
been
there
yelling
this
that on
entire
the
time.
rooftops.
and then
Falls on you.
I'm holding an action! I've been holding one for 45 minutes!
And your
I
second
use my
attack
other one regular.
Come on.
19?
hits.
Nice.
Alright! Hold on, I want to kill it before it gets through.
That'd be good.
So 6 damage.
6 damage. All right, you see the Ice Queen or the Ice Maiden emerge as she is holding a missing arm, and there is blue blood pouring out of 2 blackened, force exploded holes in her stomach. And as she gets blasted back into the sphere, she kind of catches herself and looks up and sees you, Morthos, looming over her. It is your turn.
Well, so I have to say that I don't think Yanni's going to be all the way on the other side of that if she was right there. But, you
It's
know,
a
I'm just
surprise
saying.
attack, bro.
All right. Is this a surprise attack then? Since she doesn't even know I'm there.
And she's on the
She
ground.
can't see me. That's true. I'm hidden.
Do you have any advantages you wish to
I
use?
do not.
Make sure you
Yeah, dude,
So
then why
it's not
you
with advantage. Not an advantage.
You got two
No.
advantages, Bart.
It's a good killer.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
it's
You've had
Do I?
Carissa
I used one to.
and Mackley.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know that I had
Both of them
two.
got-
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I do have one, and I will use it.
Yes.
22.
All to your death.
That's so funny.
Alright, 46.
Yeah!
I'm just gonna shoot it. Just as she's falling.
I got
Right over her
that.
head.
Count it.
I don't even get an assist on this one. That's the funny thing.
Let's see what that damage is.
It's a
Well,
lot.
You might still get it.
Did you add your d6 of fire?
Yeah, so that's what the.
Just go ahead and add 6 more.
It would be 4.
Go ahead.
That would be 4. The fire damage.
Okay, that's double.
Yep.
That's double.
Oh, there's got
So
vulnerability.
that's 8,
8.
and then it would be
49. Just she's dead.
18 magical.
As she stumbles in,
Plus it was
she
plus
turns
D6.
and looks up
What's
to
that?
you, and
No,
she has
plus
this
he did that.
innocent, sweet face
Cut her
that
face
looks like she is a damsel in distress.
Yeah, I
And
don't buy it.
without a second thought, you plunge your dagger into her chest. The fire energy explodes through, and her entire body dissolves from the inside
So
out
funny.
as she just melts into a puddle of water at your feet.
Start stomping it.
And
Wolfram is still shooting Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna get her! Don't you worry!
Wolfram, you are blind for an hour
For an hour.
with no
That's
further
great.
saves. You 3, you 2, Yaga, Sola's at your feet.
Yeah, I'm scooping her up and like trying to protect her from the cold.
Scoop her up.
Do you go in the
Okay,
bubble?
Eli. Wolfram.
I'm gonna go walk over to Wolfram.
'Cause I don't know
You
if
better
it's-
dodge my Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna tell him she's in the Ice Maiden's in the circle. We're going in. I'm gonna
Okay, so you have this conversation.
take his hand and walk him in.
Okay, so you guys enter in.
My precious eyes!
Jaga, you, I assume, are going in as well.
Yeah, I'm
I've
going.
invested everything in these eyes.
And
All of my ability points are
You're useless now.
Chickpea, get us out of it.
my point. I'm useless to everyone.
And as the rest of the party emerges inside, we're going to give away our dragon.
Yay.
So if you would like your chance to win this copper dragon, then you can type into the chat !close call. !close
Exclamation
call.
call. Nice DM.
And as we determine who the winner is, you all are there, and in each of your minds, you're you're there, you're all in. Should I? You want me to bring? Should I? Yes.
We can't go out. But was there anything else we had to do other than save Sola?
Well, it doesn't matter.
This
at
is out of
point.
game now. I'm just asking.
There was loot somewhere on this map.
Well, we got it. We got a bag that talks to us and it's sassy.
True.
Well, there's no way out of it anyway.
No,
We
I'm
have-
just.
all right,
It's just in general. Did we miss something else?
We'll never know.
Okay, I'll bring you back.
So then the answer is no.
Don't have any idea.
Yes, bring us back.
Okay, you are brought back. And as you reemerge into the tower, with Kildrick there, standing between Nazruk and Gal, as he's kind of like frantically asking, "What? Are they? My stomach hurt. I can't take it. It's just horrible."
Kildrick.
Drink some beer.
Sola's down. Can you try and resuscitate her?
No, I'm almost spellless for the day. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Yanni, CPR! CPR!
How does she look?
She looks stable, but essentially frozen. Her skin is pale. She still glows. Her heart still beats. You feel a pulse, but she is under some sort of enchantment that she has fallen to an icy sleep.
Okay. I don't know that, so I just try to cover her with whatever
Blankets.
blankets.
Is there a
furs.
fire up there? Put her by a fire.
there is no fire. You can go back down to the first floor where
We'll
there's a
start burning
fireplace.
books.
I would like to.
Okay.
I can make
I
a
would like to.
No, that's not no, not a good idea.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I can produce flame, and I can try to warm her that way.
Some sort of is she magically frozen? Is there a way you can magically dispel that?
Well, I can seek to dispel that. Yes, I can attempt that.
And he traces a sigil in the air, and then kind of gently touches her forehead, and nothing happens.
Frick.
This is it is definitely magical. But this is more of a something that is not arcane in nature. It's more natural, more of the druidic variety. Something of nature, the gospis. Perhaps true love's kiss.
That's exactly where my head was.
Go for it, Yanni.
So I go over.
I put my hand on your forehead.
No. I'm just on the forehead. Just on the forehead. Just on the.
Well,
just
yeah,
want to
that's where
try.
she got kissed before,
It's true.
on the forehead.
So I go over and lift her head ever so softly and kiss her on the forehead.
Okay.
Wake up, pretty girl.
And as you give her a kiss, the warmth returns to her face. And her eyes flutter open. She uses punches you in the face.
She misses. 39.
That is a 12.
She misses.
And
I catch it and just hug her.
And she oh, Yanni! And she kind of stops herself and just lets you hold her. And that's where we'll pick up next session.
Blind as a bat.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you for those of you who stuck around with us on this holiday episode. Last call for anyone who would like to try to win the Copper Dragon. Type in ! close call, and you can have a chance at winning this guy. Super cool. This does come apart. It's not broken. It's meant to be that way. Just FYI. But we'll get this out to you in the mail as you send us your address.
I got 3 entries.
Nice. So figure out who the winner is there.
If it's a 4, I reroll. Come on, baby. 2. Beloved won both.
Whoa.
All right. Well done, beloved. Congratulations. And we will get those out to you. And don't worry, I have more Copper Dragons and more Marsh Giants, so we can, if you wanted to win those, we can have them out for you in the future. But for the rest of you, thank you for watching. We really appreciate your time, and we certainly wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and look forward to seeing you. Are we playing? I don't think we're playing next week, right?
Next Monday,
Yeah, we're playing next Monday?
the 30th.
Are we?
I don't know when we're gonna play again, but
Check
follow
out the Instagram.
Instagram channel. If you LDR_DM, we'll let you know when that is. And of course, if you're watching us here on Twitch, you can follow us, and you'll get a little notification on your phone, and that would be great. You can watch us live. Otherwise, we'll catch you on YouTube, which of course we hope that you subscribe to the channel. But LDR_DM Instagram will let you know where to go next week as we continue our story. But until then,
Moxie.
we will see you next time as we continue to loot, die, and repeat.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Bye, everybody. Cheers.